Anyo ini ano ye la tawa mwa zo e mo ble amu mo ble bo. So la gwa mari. To my head no ado. You are run awo we ado. To my wo 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 yo wo.
Hello, and welcome here to the Brain Double Show here. Please share this particular podcast in the audience chat rooms and the Jita chat rooms and other chat rooms so the people can come and listen to us. This is the women of Iowa and friends and family members of the late Edith Suah. They are here tonight to speak to the people of Gedeans. I think to tell the people thanks for their and turning out at their sisters home going. So tonight, please join us, pay keen attention, and listen to our sisters as they speak to us. They are backstage, and I'm going to waste no time but to bring them on here tonight. Share the show. I got the president of Iowa, Des Moines. I got Beatrice Gwen, one of the family members. And then I got Convo Vlado, another family member to the. So I'm bringing them on now. We got the president, Madam Susanna Whitty, Convo Vlado, and the women, the beautiful women, they're all over there. Welcome to my own sister, the Ruboru. And we got Rita Nyone, my sister also. Daniel Soto, my own Sion brother. And if you are joining us, you need to pop up. We say welcome to the show and stay blessed. We are on Facebook. You go and put in Prince M in the middle as just how my name is. You go to the Facebook and you're going to see it directly down to the Facebook. And we know that our other family members are from work now or they're home or they are at work. But if you are joining us, we are the women of Iowa, the sisters, family members of Suah, and friends. So, Madam President, Susanna Whitty is the president of the Iowa chapter. Edith Comfort Vlade is a family member, and Beatrice Gwen is a family member. So you're welcome. How you doing?
Oh, we are doing great.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Doing good.
How are you, Beatrice Gwen?
I'm fine, Mr. Double.
Hey, Lani na bagwen. Yeah, eh?
Becky, I'm
Gwen.
back.
Ena gwen.
Mm,
Comfort. Ena gwen.
yeah, like well, yeah.
Eh?
Yeah, young man, yo.
Oh my gwen anyo.
Mm.
And I want some.
How
Yeah,
you
that.
doing? How you doing? How you doing? We were just in your state last week telling this. We were there prior at the report. Yes, it's over the report that time. So how's everything there in Iowa City? In Iowa, I mean.
Doing great. Iowa
It's
is
really, yeah. We have two people in operation tonight in our state.
Oh, I see why you're sappy. The French people say sappy up here.
Okay.
Yeah, they're going down.
Oh my God.
going down
So
street.
I mean, we were there and you did very good. You head on to the sisters homegoing and things were organized. Nobody caused trouble over there. And we
Yeah.
went to the wake, from the wake to the next day to the church, from the church to the cemetery. Then they had the repair. But someone was there to up to I think 8 or 9 or whatever when people left. So yeah, they're good. I must applaud you for sticking around the sister and letting our sister reach out. I mean, let me say, Edith Suah rest. So, Madam President, everything.
Yeah, Prince, everything is good. We are doing great. Of course, we are trying to recover
Mhm.
I know.
from the kind of shock we just had it past weekend. You know, if someone is well known in your community, if that person passed, it's like something gone away from you that you will not be able to recover.
Yeah,
Yeah. So,
yeah,
but we
yeah.
are doing good.
So I mean, y'all can appreciate us or appreciate people who came there. Y'all talk now. Y'all tell us what y'all tell.
Okay. You want me to start? I'll go
Let me
ahead
start
first.
from the president for you introduce yourself and tell us your position. We will do that.
I
Then
think our president had to close the ball
we'll go
when
to
we
come.
finish.
This is it's not one of those your Iowa thing here. This is the presidential show. Anybody can start here. So go ahead, Madam President.
Okay. So, well, I think on the line here I have my beautiful daughters, but they are also a family member of the late Edith Swazakpa, and which have been four. I'm sorry that I think Felicia is at work. I don't know, but these two beautiful ladies you are looking at here, they are all sisters of Edith. And our objective of coming on this line on your show, you know, Prince, in your home, even if your mother cooked for you as a child,
Mm-hmm.
you always say, "Mama, thank you." They'll get you the food. Thank you that you eat the food. When you don't, you say, "Mama, thank you." Oh, I'm full.
Mm-hmm.
So we just came on this line on your show with these beautiful ladies to appreciate those who left their jobs from different states to come on this side and join us for us to bury our sister. So I will want to give time to the sister, the family members to come in.
Okay.
Then I can add from there.
All right. So
So
that go to B. Well, B, you mute yourself. Unmute yourself. And the background
Okay.
noise, they need to slow it down too.
All right. Good afternoon to everybody tonight and this evening, wherever you are. This is Beatrice Creole, the late Edith Suah Curse. We are here this evening, my people, to tell you thank you. to my Irish people. Well, the life my sister lived, this is why the people come over like that for her glory. Especially to my Irish people. My President Susanna Weddy. Thank you to all your members, your officials, and all the Gedeans. And it goes to the Liberia community in Des Moines, Iowa too. We are here to tell you thank you tonight, my people, for what you did for us. It is good when someone is alive to give their flower to them. All the expenses that I went through the weekend, this one weekend, from the time my sister left up, all the expenses that I been doing, we're here tonight to tell you thank you. We don't have gold and diamond to give you, but it is good to appreciate whatever the people do for you. And those that came from out of state that supported us with their finances and take up buy their plane ticket, book their hotel, their rental car, and things to come for my sister burial. We are here to tell you thank you. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, thank you, my people. God will bless you and He will continue to guide you and bless you. So I am here this evening as her late sister Beatrice Graham to tell you thank you. And it goes to the Eula chair, the Philomena B. Glenn. Thank you, Mama. To show that you and Sister Edith, you are a friend. That's why you prove to us. Thank you, Fido. Thank you. And to you too, Prince Tower. Thank you because you use your own machine, your own battery, your own phone, your own stuff to go live throughout for the 3 days for my sister. And thank you for what you're doing for the community, Prince Tower. Thank you very much, Papa. Yeah, thank you, my people. If I say I'm going to call people one, I may forget about some people. This is why I asked the president, we got to come on Prince Tower show to tell the whole world, thank you. And even those are in Africa too, that have their own there for my sister. We're here to tell everybody thank you. So this is why we came on your show, they even Prince Tower, to tell everybody thank you. Especially my Liberia community in Des Moines and Grand Gide. They did well for us. They really did well for my sister. The last sister either lived, that's the life she get from her people. So yeah, thank you. For now, I pause.
Right. Quiet, Comfort.
Hi. Good evening to everybody around the world. My name is Comfort Vlado. The late Edith Suah, she was my cousin. Edith is Vlad by mother, so her father is Suah. That's why she carries Suah. Her mom is my auntie. Say Edith lived in Iowa for the rest of her life until God called her today. And from what I saw, from the day she took sick and the day to her death and to the burial, I knew that Iowans and friends and family around the world, she have touched them in many ways. I have seen people die and I see them being buried. The way say either way were packed and people were touched, bought their own plane tickets and make their own reservation and came all the way to Iowa from all over the world to see her going home. It was a blessing. It was a sad day for your presence, for your help and contribution, physically, financially, and spiritually, and then emotionally. It was easing our pains down. If I want to give thanks tonight, I will give thanks to everybody that were here present and those that didn't have the chance to make it. They still contributed because they were calling. I do not have enough to give those that really came to our aid when we needed them. Iowa, I don't know what to say, but all I can say tonight is thank you. The Vlays are saying thank you. The Guabu people are saying thank you. The Suah are saying thank you. Iowa have done it. There's nothing else to be said. People took their own money, buying casket, buying a headstone, buying a spot. I mean, every little thing on that list was paid for by people all over the world. Not only Iowan, but mostly it was paid for by Iowan people. So we can't call people individually, or I can't call names tonight online and then leave somebody out. That's the reason I'm generalizing everything and telling everybody thank you. Those that organized the whole program, they had leaders in this town. I don't want to call them again, but they know themselves. I said thank you. To have such a power to tell somebody, cook this, bring this, you bring this, you bring this. And you all were coordinated. And everything that we did went smoothly. People that came, they ate, they drank, they slept, they were happy, no noise. Everything was led. It was led by somebody. But people, group of people in Iowa. These are the people that I'm telling thank you tonight. The whole family said thank you. We will make those calls, but we just want to make it public because most people watched Playing Double Show. That's why we chose to come on here tonight to spread the word, to say thank you so much. May God bless all of you. And thanks to those that live all over the state that also contributed, not even contributing alone, but bless us with their presence to see our sister lay down in peace. We say thank you to you. Thank you for making this whole journey an easy one for us. We have nothing much to offer you guys, but just simple thank you will do. We say, may God protect all of us, and God just protect you and replace every single thing that you spent on this waykeeping. So I will pause now, and Sister Susanna will end it up. Thank you so much, friends. Thank you too for everything.
Okay, go ahead.
President.
Yeah, your salary we are doing another business on the side.
That is all right.
So if you're hearing little noise, my people are trying to put one or two things together.
Oh,
All
okay.
right. I just want to say thanks to Comfort and B. You know, as they said, slowly. Your people in the basement. Yeah, okay, I will go in the basement. So, I guess, as they said, we want to say thanks. I want to add up to them and say thanks to those who took their time to come. As she said, Prince, you always in every area, even whether they invite you or not. And when you come, you don't shy away. You do your job, and which is very good. So for that, I want to extend add up to her to say thanks too. But also to those that come from out of state. There are a lot of people that came from out of state to come and see our sister home going. Come on, please.
Can you go in the basement?
I'll go in the basement, I beg you.
All right. We'll come back to the president when she settled down.
Okay.
So, I mean, how was everything? You had performed the tradition on Sunday?
Yeah, we had series of meetings. I think they took the format and for the head. And what I didn't know, I didn't go for the shaving of the hair, so I don't know if they bought the hair or they shaved their hair. I yet to go see my nieces tomorrow.
I think B bought a hair for the people.
Yeah. So cook that red all rice and give it to us and the children.
That's good.
What the red oil rice stand for, Seth? What they do that for?
I B.
They
B,
be
what the
what?
real oil rest stand for?
It's for blessing, so the devil go away.
Ah,
The real all rest, yeah.
why you don't eat rice?
Why you two can't eat rest? The time the old man die, you eat rest.
I don't know. They told me. I asked you why you can't
They
eat rice. They
just
told them
told
to
me
tell me.
that. I
But
don't
when
know
you
why.
come and don't ask all that kind of question, man.
I don't know. I was asking you. Why
I
you
tell
get
I know
angry?
too. All we know that the culture that we make on oil for our own people. So we gotta go with it.
So we just came, we met it, we don't ask them, we get follow them.
So our culture, we gotta go with it.
We don't understand our culture.
I know.
You know, wrecking the people, why we can't you wreck?
I know the poor culture, so we gotta go with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The same way eat right,
We
but
are
eat
good
happy.
here.
Anybody know the reason? Alicia Mongo, I will call you so you can tell us why one scrum person died. They don't eat rice. We get follow the people. We don't.
I said to that question, one we need to ask the oh, poor, why when someone that we can't eat rest, so we'll know two friends.
We need to have a big Chris, Charles Chris. What? I'll call him. I think the president settled down now, so let me
Yeah,
bring
I
the
settled
president.
down.
She coming back. Okay, she downstairs.
I gotta bring the president on and bring your dying.
All
President
right.
be up there, then you'll be down, you'll be dying.
So, Prince Dawa,
Yeah.
the question you asked about eating rice.
So Vivian said it can take away sorrow.
Yeah,
Ah.
I asked my grandmother. She told me that if you eat rice and your stomach is filled, then you forget about the person who died.
But when you swallow those dumb more then,
Not everyone.
those deeper then they can get on the mouth with those dumb more than not the same thing.
Yippee.
You know the Basel people can eat rice too. I didn't know that.
Eh?
Oh.
The Basel people don't eat rice too. I never knew until it's gone Sunday.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
One of our friends in time, mom died in Liberia, and they don't eat rice. They were just eating fufu and dumbo and those kind of things.
All right. So I come back to Iowa or Prince. I just want, maybe I know if she's watching, a lady by the name of Kebe Gabriel. Kebe, she had know the Friday.
Kevin Gabriel, and the woman who didn't give me food on Friday, you need to show me to her, so I'll be proud of her.
Kebe had know, and also there are some women that cook to add up to what Kebe have there. I just want to extend my thanks to the women. There are a lot of women that cook that particular day. And
There were a
you
lot of
know,
food in it. There were a lot of food in the hall that time. In the
yeah.
back.
Friday, Kebe cook, and at the same time, women from the community, both Gedeans and Liberian women, they cook.
They cook.
So I just want to extend, because the time she took the food she cooked, I just want to appreciate her for that. I think during the repast, I call out just to say thank you, because there are some other children, they will not want to do anything like that. But Kebe, she did that for us. She did that for Edith, and we want to appreciate her for that. And there are a lot of women here in Des Moines. And you know the good part about Des Moines or Prince Double, it is true. There was a car slaughter for the waykeeping and the bearer. But a lot of the women that cook, they were always like, "Oh, Madam President, don't worry, we don't want meat. We will cook our own food." And so beside the meat was a plus. And I mean, Prince, I'm so impressed that nearly all the women here in Des Moines, they cook. They cook, and I just want to say thanks to all of them. The Granjida women,
There
the
was a lot of
Liberian
food. There
women.
was a lot of food a lot of food in the hall that day. So that was a lot of food.
Yeah, a lot of women cook. The Liberian community cook. So I just want to say thanks to them. You know, when someone do good for you, you more appreciate the person. They did excellent. They handle our visitors, and of course, at the same time, we were crying, but we all put hands together to see to it that our sister lay to rest. And one more person I very want to appreciate too, that either other sister or her cousin, Josephine Che and her husband, they host us for them two
Oh yeah, they said
months.
they were going to Josephine Chayo. Everybody going to Josephine Chayo. Going to Josephine Chayo.
When either passed, we went to Big Gwen place first. Then from there we went to Josephine place. And all the time, almost 2 months, we spent that in Josephine basement. And nobody went out of food. Josephine was there in the kitchen doing all the cooking. So I just want to extend my thanks. Of course, that her sister. But I said before that if even your mother cook, You got to say thank you to your mother. Josephine did it for us. And we want to say thanks to her. And, you know, there are a lot of things that went on over there. Madame Philomena Glenn, Jesse Rao, all the women. If I say I'm counting everyone, then I don't think we'll finish from here. But everybody, down all the grandchildren women, all the Liberian women, I just want to say thanks to them for what they have done. And they made Edith proud. I know her spirit was watching. You know, the 2 months we stay in the basement. I know either will be somebody who forcing. I can be that. Oh God, noise when I come out in the place and we never have one noise, no confusion. Everything just went smoothly. So I just want to say thanks to God too for keeping us, and thanks to everybody, men and women. We all work together to see to it our sister lay to rest. And I just want to say thanks for all of that. You
And
know,
you go in our B hall when they had a Grand Year Convention 2017. 2007, I mean.
you say what?
The hall you took us in, the Reaper Hall, that's where they had a
Yeah,
Grand Year
that was the oh yeah.
2007. Grand Year on Bro
2007.
Joseph Boyka.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, when they brought the VP.
Yeah.
When they were waiting for Joseph Boyka, then he was sleeping. Oh, my.
You tired?
Eh? You know when you travel long distance now, when you travel long distance, you gotta rest.
So
So
the
maybe you
people
were
giving
resting
us
before you could come
a lot of feedback for the rice business. Mamas are here, okay, mommies are here. And then they say rice can take away sorrows. That from Vivian Dean. I mean, right? I know why this, and Tara says she know why, or he. And then Alicia said rice can take sorrow from your heart. When E-Ray be laughing all over the place. They say if that's from Jojo from
back.
what's that place you from? They say if you eat rice,
Mm.
you forget about the dead person and be happy, laughing all around. And then when someone die, when you eat rice, it makes people happy. That's why we don't eat rice. We eat fufu. Well, fufu get for our something too. According to the old people, it's because rice present good time, and by eating rice, you will forget about the deaf person during such period, and Fufu will say otherwise. That's from Francis Johnson. And then rise and control your mental health.
What?
Rice will control your mental health. Well, I think they say when you eat rice, I asked my old man that time one time, they say when you eat rice, you can be happy.
Yeah, you can be happy. Even you
But,
can forget you will laugh loud.
but have you
You know
ever
you
tried it? Have any of you ever tried B? You ever try it?
Yeah, I tried because the reason they saying
And then
that.
you were happy?
Yeah, because rice is our favorite food. When you give grandpa some fufu, all Liberians say, have you eaten today? Oh no, I eat rice yo. I eat yo. Une cassava eat. I eat yo. Une fufu I swallow until they eat rice. So I think that's why.
So you pop behind the people while they're crying, you high, you hear you saying it's on rice?
No, I couldn't. I couldn't. I used to this, so no, it's tradition. We have to follow it.
You know,
Yeah.
place I have my little sister, she in Europe. I can remember when little coming up, and when our auntie passed, then they cook fufu and they make cornmeal. So they cornmeal, they can put red oil in it. Then they make it with soup.
Yeah.
So all along they took all her food. She was just looking at the food, waiting for her rice to come up. So when our pa told her, say, "But comfort, you got to take your food and eat." She said, "No, but I'm not food here. I want my rice and my soup." So they said, "No, you're not supposed to eat." Rather, she asked that the rice get empty.
Mm-hmm.
That time that the rice get empty.
They don't
Then
reckon it
that's
empty.
how we leave the rice. They
When
told
you eat red, they say you'll be laughing all over the place. Now, try you.
And you
her
laugh
she ate
so.
the rice still. No one wanted to eat anything like cornmeal or fufu. She ain't like fufu. She ain't like community air rice. And the fun part is, some of we say we're not eating the rice, but we're eating rice bread. So
When
I
I
know.
different, the rice when I get soup now.
They've been transformed.
Yeah. See, comfort the rice bread being transformed. The add banana, the add
They
all
have
those kind of things. But the red pie, you put in kesali or pepper
Yeah,
soup or
you say
add
we're not
in
eating
it.
it. No, the one person on rice bread. Rice bread can. You see, eating the rice bread, we can't eat rice.
No, but then why at the repart after the
Mm,
burial, the repart they carry rice?
Yeah, okay.
we
So
have guests.
Oh, for the guests.
Yeah,
for the girls that coming, because there are some people, they are not like we the crown people, especially.
yeah.
We believe in our swallowing and doing other stuff, but some people, when someone pass, they can eat. So we have guests coming. We can't stop the guests from carrying
Yeah.
on their usual way of celebrating their own bereavement. But with the crown people, we know within ourselves that we
Say
can't
big
eat
when
that.
red or say I will she red tile.
Who?
Big when.
She's talking
Depend on
about she
what?
looked at.
Or say I you can say actually yanni, big when.
And, and she said, oh, go to the Putupo program. And she said, she's yanning
Baby,
over
we're
there.
gonna go to the Pudu what tonight,
Yeah,
though.
I'm a more up put program.
I know, right?
Big when.
Uh,
You
yeah.
try eating rice before big when?
You say when you do Prince attire, that too, act like you know that attire.
The baby won't talk, don't put the
So
baby
that
away.
attire for true Prince.
Oh, so you get tired. So this and sister Edith Suah was a politician, so we can't talk this thing without politics.
Mm.
Even some of us that went to that place in the hall, I don't know if you were all around, but in the back, I saw there's a door there, big wheel. But I didn't see you in the hall, Madam President.
Where? To the Reaper?
Yeah, you were busy, so I didn't like see you.
Yeah, but I
There
spoke
were
to you. You
people
and myself, we talk.
are getting old now, so
Come
Nani, there were people all in
on,
there were
hello.
people
You and myself, we
campaigning,
talk.
people campaigning all in the hall there from left to right. That be so that either swat partner, so campaign will be there. The woman was hot now, she was hot. And people going there and talking about campaign and this and that and all that stuff in the hall there. You have people telling them to vote for for their candidate and vote for this and that. And I see that I saw that Iowans were you guys were like you didn't like take personal like what other people did and took those things personal way. The other one from the camp, the other one for the camp. But I didn't see that. You guys, what are you from camp, different camps? You all work together that day. Is that how you're always doing Iowa?
Exactly.
Exactly.
In Iowa here, sometimes they can say, even the teeth in your mouth and your tongue, they can have their own only silent war.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, they all live in the mouth.
Yeah.
In Iowa, when anything happens to us, we come together as one people.
Mm-hmm.
We have our differences. But when it comes to something that really dears to our heart, we work together. That's how we work in Iowa. Sometimes people can say, let's carry our program to Iowa. Let's carry our program that why people come in the state. Because we work together. We believe in togetherness. We got our differences. Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But we work together. Anything that can that for everybody, we all put hands together. It will go back to our various places. We can do our own thing. When we come back together, we do it together as one people from Iowa. That's how we work.
Yeah.
This is us right there.
In the hall that day, we had the vice president for Gilmore there, have Edith, and everybody like they forgot the whole campaign thing. They were just dancing all over the floor.
Yeah.
Even the national, they called it national. You saw Josephine, you saw all these people going on stage. They went there to celebrate their sister. They did not go there to, so they called Edith. You are with MC. He called the GGA. Edith came. He gave Edith the microphone. Edith spoke. It was
Okay,
just
so the day that I spoke before either that was me.
yeah. I saw you there. Oh yeah. I saw you speaking there.
Okay.
I didn't go live in the hall, but I saw you.
Actually, I never went early because I got a lot of phone call coming in from women that cook. So like when they call it, I will get them direction. So I'm over there waiting for calls.
Yeah.
At the same time, I park my car out there when some people come in. I don't know where I say I put it full here. So until I found out that the call kind of a little bit reduced, that's the time I went in.
But your state made a lot of money from all that day too.
What do
They
you
were
mean?
charging off $5 to park.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah,
lot.
you know, I want to about downtown.
Downtown.
Downtown going there. That why we don't have programs in downtown.
On a
But
Saturday.
friends, no, if stay downtown, you always pay money to park. And I do well.
No, I was sitting down
Uh-huh.
there on Saturday. You don't pay downtown
On
Saturday.
Saturday is free.
Government.
Yeah, but I don't know what I
That's
did.
the
I
area,
gotta
that
find.
business area. So
So your state small. You need money so you can to
you know we
develop
are business people now.
We got business man.
They
your.
call they stay there. That where the money is. We are
Oh,
business
the
people.
cornfield, yeah.
All of you now you're regretting for your throne your put there.
Ah,
Uh,
tell me
that's
about
story.
it.
That's what we'll keep it for tomorrow.
That's got my son G. That didn't report out. It's them up there busy.
That story we'll keep it for tomorrow.
Mm.
We
So
put
you
Trump
got
there.
anything like in honor of Edith, like where you got the ladies in Iowa there?
Yeah. I think they made a keychain for her.
Oh yeah, I saw it. They were in
Yeah.
the hall with Lawrence T.
Yeah, and
Earlier.
so I think Sister Boy made a T-shirt and Superstar.
But
Did
they got a beat or song for her, or
yeah,
music.
yes,
Yeah, no, the
yes,
song the music I was
yeah,
playing, I was eating. Something I think they
yeah,
make music
Oh,
for
you
her.
got it on with you?
yeah. I got it.
Just go to get it. The family something,
You
yeah.
can send it to me. It's on or something so I can, I never
Yeah, on
listen to it.
YouTube. I can't let me see.
Why is you friend you want call Laurie soon? She had another me say that. Call
Who?
Laurie will send it to you. Laurie see it.
Well, if the comfort, if it will bother your stuff for you to leave, then just forget it with me.
Okay,
I'll
because
get it from Laurie and send it to you. The other me say.
okay,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Karu Sanga, superstar.
yeah,
Carol San and one other boy there too. I'm gonna say face say I will call him too. The son won't be sick.
I got it
No, so
too.
God singing in the whole that day.
And Papa was there too. The
One
Papa like yeah.
one papa sang
Yeah.
in the whole that day.
They had a pie Laurent, Pie Laurent. Something like
Yeah, okay, yeah,
yeah, Pie Laurent.
I saw Paido that
Pie
episode.
Laurent sang there. Yeah.
Okay,
Pie Laurent.
I see. I saw him to the gate. He shook my hand and then
Yeah, there are missing a send it to you.
So pretty was every the point they were running. Someone that was on politics bike there to the bike that you went.
oh yeah, campaign was going on. But that's normal thing now.
I know, right?
It's not
Oh,
strange. People are telling, oh, vote for
that keep
this,
will
vote for
carry
my
our
that.
own.
And that either Suah and read partner. So you know they play hard to be hot.
Ah,
And that one
you
that
know,
part
active woman.
that one part
Very
we can't take it away from it. When it's
no,
not hot, say the people will blame on why they play when not hot.
yeah. Either that
But
active.
your day great. You had food, you had drinks, you had everything in there that you just enter. You don't even need to go down or go anywhere to get, and everything was there, and that's where.
The only thing I really that got to me is that got to me that particular day. You know, we were supposed to be there
Comfort,
until
you just come by and forget about the music, please.
we were supposed to be there until 2 a.m. But because people were not sitting down, they're all in the hallway, and when they tell them to stop, to come in, they don't want to do that. I had they put yeah, cut off the music. They say no more music. You know, when there's no music, you can't do anything. Because the securities keep saying people need to be inside. But you can't control.
You know that Liberian people now they want to stand all
Yeah,
in the hall there.
All in the hall, and they put them in the
destroying
family.
everywhere, going down the stair, and the people got other things they're doing on the
Yeah,
third
all of
floor.
now that side of the guy, another area people
You
are
got
that.
people going third floor. We're on
Yeah,
second floor, and people are going third floor to their own programs.
yeah.
And when we
And
come
when
to
you tell
when
them
we're
to
going
come
to
in,
shut the doors, the music we're going to stay in the building.
yeah,
But
but they don't
open
want
the
to.
door and they're playing the music. They say, "Hell, these people are not ready."
Yeah,
So they yet to your stop the music, and they stop the music. They didn't know the ground people. You stop the music, and stay dance. After they give up,
we
give
can put our
up.
own
They say, "What kind of people
thing.
here?" So, but something I wanted to ask. The something I wanted to ask pertaining to the big well. Don't name on no show go you business. You want for the show, people you want for the show to end so she can go to her program.
The program said,
I beg you, I just are operation.
Get
You know,
set up
after last week, we don't have time. Oh, what I will start going back to work immediately Monday, so it's just me style.
yeah.
and you know,
Yeah.
and you know, two
That's
prince.
funny.
You know the program. We all have to be there. We gotta be
Yeah,
there.
so thank you. Yes.
This going weekend should have been the weekend of the program.
Yes.
Less than 1 year.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
That time
Awesome.
from
Oh.
now. And they never hesitated to give us the time.
Mm-hmm. You see? Oh, I'll be there. Thank you. Like, two man,
You know,
operation.
you see the person
Mm-hmm.
right behind you there, you know, tell them to yeah. The only one boy again, don't know, don't you don't know he's on show.
yeah. They put their well, they left that date they have, which is the Liberian weekend off. And they plan they've been planning the program for almost a year.
Yeah, support buy a ticket all to come because of they cancel it. So we gotta be there with our president tonight. Tell the people thank you. Yes.
Yeah, not necessary.
Mm-hmm. You know that like every is more someone to pay for you to appreciate it and that to just gonna remain new. It's not good. Yeah, it's not good.
Yes.
Yeah.
You back and forth. We need to go down to the Puto for the inauguration so we can go book it.
Hey, our fresh president, iron president. Forever president for Des Moines. Are you?
Don't say so.
Hey, me see that?
Yeah, and Carol,
Yeah, I think I
I two of it, I
yeah.
said, right?
Yeah, there are a lot of people pay it. I'm going to pay it. I think I can do that.
DJ Square Production Classic.
What happened to
After we
her?
talk Edith, Edith was a politician. We all know that. Edith was a
Oh, God,
politician.
Grace calling me. You so.
Edith Gray calling you, Benny. Edith was a politician. Gray and you been in that time for a long time. She will call you later. The woman say, "Yeah, control crown people and Liberian people." My own queen from Arizona. No, the queen from is that the Grand Jire queen? I think the queen they get confused or they got the national queen and they got the Kunabo, the other queen from
I
Arizona.
think I'll credit that one, yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought that one from
Yeah, I think
Arizona.
yeah, look how I pay. Oh, future.
Yeah, so we know that Edith then this she was an active woman
Yes.
there for life. She called a shot. When she see anything going wrong, she's gonna tell you right there. She's not gonna hide it and talk behind your back. I want to give her the credit
Exactly.
for that.
At least still got pay her time. If you time no fighting, we still go for that.
Well, I talk
But when
about
I went there, I
because
saw
they
police. I saw police. Why I put police to the door?
You are afraid of about to fight.
Wait and feeling going for even
I
police
said, Prince, on the
were
buy.
in the
Let's
church.
go to Zahaya, on the buy on that easy.
Noise,
Police were in the
another
church.
noise.
Swear again.
Look, you know why I laugh about her, Prince? You did not know how to when you wear white, don't say black.
Yeah.
Then like you ain't either carrying it.
Police
And
were
she
in
will
the
be
church.
quiet though. She will be
Yeah.
like loud. Now everybody will get to notice what she's saying.
Yeah.
So when they say anything, when I want to say no, I can always call meeting and say, well, I hear from her, I hear from Philomena Glenn. You
Then
don't
he
make any
said,
stuff.
First Thessalonians
Then
chapter
I move
4,
power. That
beginning
I
verse
can do my own.
15.
then she said, the two people.
Ah, yeah. When the board are bringing the program, I say, I'm not going to have the board program. So I said, I'm not going to have
Police
the board program.
police
In
were
fact,
in the
when we
church.
had the inauguration, we have the convention. When she heard it, she came. She came in the house. She said, Susanna, what you say? So I said, oh, Edith, I said, I'm not having them. Then she said, why? So I said, because what happened? She said, we don't want to say no. Okay, so okay, call the people now. Call them, say you ready to have it. I said, oh, what do you mean? She said, call the people. We having it. And no money will blow in our pocket. And that's what we did. So when either she can't say today, you say tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Now who she is. If she ready, if she don't want to do something, she says, I'm not doing it, don't bother her. She will not do it.
Yep.
And when you want to do something, she say, oh, the thing you want to do it, not good, just forget about it. That's what we're going to mess up. We're going to mess up.
Why you have police in the church?
And we tell you now, we say that either will carry down
The
and
police
that's
officer police to the gate, okay, but in the church here, the police guy was standing right behind it.
because the report know
Pastor
that,
on the stage, on the pastor left hand, the police guy was standing right there.
Yeah. Well, Prince, sometimes in Iowa here, our children they can make things worse for us. As long as they see a lot of blacks together, that notion is there. That there will be confusion, there will be problem. Because our children, when they go to the hall, to the program, they cause chaos. So using the church don't want no repetition. That's why they brought those securities to be there. That the same people they carry down there to the hall. And that hey, you looking for?
And the police.
Looking for a policeman.
Yeah. We're looking for the policeman.
Where you find get for it? Yeah.
Now when you go, you can be going around. So you get all the
He
one
focus on
and
that particular side. He's looking for some.
The policeman was there.
Woo!
He kept staring at me. I thought the people told him, say, they got keep your eye on this guy.
No. They wanted there for
It was just for general protection, not anything particular.
Not anything bad.
Yeah, because sometimes things happen. We never know. We're trying to protect you.
You were protecting yourself because man, I can do work from the police.
We're trying to protect the public. We got speakers, got people there. So we're trying to protect everybody until they can go back peacefully to their various homes. And what happened?
Yeah.
So
that pastor I preached to, that was a strong sermon. He said, be there, be thing. You see your mind, you speak to your mind. You say, mind won't wish you.
See? Yeah.
Your mind want to kill you long time when you're in your belly, she gonna kill you.
Yeah. Say I see why she said everything she wanted to say.
But that pastor too. Oh, pastor told one thing.
Which one? The one I preached the first day?
Pastor who got a church.
Yeah, I want to.
My wife. I said the pastor made a poor woman married to them.
When you go there, you don't want to marry.
Why? My wife. It ain't call a woman concern. I said, what kind of baby is you?
My one wife.
Yeah, my one wife. On a bad day, how you mean my one wife? I thought I alone capture that my one wife. So everybody say I only man I got two women. What do you mean my one?
One wife.
Hey, the pastor made a little mistake. B, you can go to the program now. Small.
What's up, brother B?
Go to the program, B.
B, what you doing?
How are you now? You sure you coming there
Wow, do
tonight?
like her. You hear me?
Like,
No,
what
you
you doing?
sleeping.
I come
You
here.
are-
It my
you are
Bluetooth and charge. I sleep
You are
in the tire.
meditating.
No, we can hear you. Oh. We can hear you.
You
Like
hear me
Bluetooth
now?
echo in there.
Yeah, get the Bluetooth out.
You hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we hearing you.
But it
Yes,
better your
man.
phone low to me.
That because
You yeah, you
that
that you
Bluetooth
want
though.
more kakaki they actually load on nine.
If you don't use a Bluetooth.
I don't hear me, yo. I don't know why.
You're supposed to use the
boy.
Bluetooth.
I tell you.
The Bluetooth can interfere with the phone.
Yeah.
Check your head.
We can hear you though.
You hearing me?
Yes.
But I'm not hearing you clear. I don't know why. All right, let me go by, come by, see.
Okay, when you
Yeah,
go by and
Yeah,
come
let me
back,
go off and come back.
get out here. And people are all the way watching that thing on church right now.
yes.
I don't call her Edith. I call her General. My wife call her General.
They got call it well.
And that's how we've been calling.
My wife come here.
My wife good at calling.
Oh, man.
Most times she will call. She said, General, how you doing? So I'm doing good. You know, so I don't call her Edith. I call her General. So when I call her, the last time I cash out, I love Zelle.
The pastor said more cash out offering it.
Mm-hmm.
Happens to be somebody that I got to go through my wife's store. My wife sells African products.
She went there and spoke.
I cannot help you prepare.
Pastor go inside and one guy and restrain people.
Oh yeah.
Now you see why you should include ministerial tribute. Amen.
The woman got her and went to the microphone from here.
As pastor of the church, you will have.
Yeah.
I couldn't give my tribute with her 10, 15 years ago. And
Pastor Webber.
But God is faithful. Amen.
Yeah.
Here it is. It don't say hello.
Hold on, go where the joy.
I want to deal with these people today. Live well. You prefer what the, you know?
Yeah, the program is on YouTube all over the place.
Okay.
The family can see it. It's everywhere.
Okay. Thank you, Prince. Thank you so much.
Hey, yeah, the woman.
When I heard that Edith was sick,
and I put on the little, she got and went there and threw the microphone.
I called my cousin. Comfort.
Yeah, and
I heard
my sister.
Yeah, my sister.
The news very late.
My sister and
we kept praying.
Yes.
Yes.
But God decided to take her home.
My
sister is here this morning. She's in the congregation, Mommy. Mommy, are you in the congregation? God bless you. Mommy is my little sister. And most of you, if you know the woman called Mommy, she was our mother. So this morning, I want to say to our family,
that's the program there. Those of you who didn't see it can go on Facebook and see it, and go on YouTube and see it. It's all over there.
Okay.
It's on YouTube. It's gonna be there on Facebook. Even take it down, it will still be on YouTube. So you stay home and click on it and see the whole program. So you got any other topic we need to discuss here tonight, or you're ready to go? I'm President.
Yeah, you know, right now I don't really think we have anything. All I was thinking is to go to the Putupu.
I'm already ready.
We're ready to go to the Putupu program.
After
our attention.
Yeah.
So just
How
we have him
How
yesterday.
how your politics over there, your registration? They say how you want to for the shot.
You're not talking about the same question. Eh? You
Eh?
probably do without
and
politics
I will
tonight.
come for you, so now we're picking you.
I heard B Guion is with Gilmore.
Eh, back you. No, give me for all of your thing. No. Now I said they can't accommodate that. They take me from India, beg them.
We don't know who she for because she's the president in the bottom.
But you saw me running campaign before you know I will give up.
You know, Prince.
I said they say I get info.
Already, they say must stop it. I beg them.
Yeah.
That is the man alone.
No, as a mother, you don't take side.
Thank you.
But be a mother.
People for the election.
I'm a mother. What do you mean by that? I'm a mother.
You're not the mother for the woman a president. She can't taste that.
I'm a president for most people. I can't taste that. Now I'm sitting and looking at them.
Everybody got an individual person to vote for. But again,
but I will go inside. You know that I'm voting.
Be all around, try to make chaos. They're trying to fight among themselves. You don't want that want to get honest. We want to go in one direction and come back.
I ain't be her to do the campaign for Gilmore.
Yeah, really? Thank God.
They had a meeting.
Got you? All right, thank you.
On the college row or what?
College row.
Who?
College, where Avenue?
College Avenue.
I can have meeting my home for the crunchy election.
And then come for very though. I don't get fake news.
I tell you.
I know, Prince, you don't get fake news.
I don't get fake news.
I want to say good. Let us send you Google and get you information.
Why I talking?
Send them how they can have the crunchy that meeting.
No, I said Gilmore. Yeah.
When see people that's how they get people calling.
What we talking about?
What you say?
They say
they don't want a woman to talk. What are they calling you for?
No, that is stop it, yeah, man.
Well, I brought Jeremiah. They call the post and the man phone froze.
yeah.
Jeremiah we're talking. They said, no, we gotta call it. They call that guy.
The guy phone call.
No, but friend, they see me on your show, then they call it. It's not good.
But the thing why you want to talk now is for you to talk.
Yeah.
About the campaign, the meeting.
No, but I be part of the first campaign. See me, I remain meal. I be going to talking at the first thing. Before the every year.
No milk, you're not milk a barrel. You're not kind, you're not full.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean.
Then your late brother.
They do, and I said I eat graduate. They are my family, so and I came and crazy. I'm my brother.
When they win Gilmore one vote, you not forgive you.
Now your business. DJ crazy to my brother, so the both of them they are my children. I don't want to be part of their politics. Now their politics, yeah, get too much of hatred in it.
And get in the middle, eh?
Every year.
No, they want a year. They want a year. 2 weeks. So it's too much. Your own relatives, I don't want to speak to you.
They do well.
Yeah, it's not good. It's like jump all around.
No, B.
Yeah.
What I want to know is politics is interest.
Yes.
Politics is interest. Even your husband or your child in the house, the interest not in somebody. You can't force it. Politics is interest.
They don't know that.
Interest lies. And where you go.
See, even common football enter to in like IE and Barrow. You and myself being a senior 2 sister. You for Barrow for IE. We there. But they don't know it. They all about it they yell just blaming people. It's very bad.
So they blaming you? What are they blaming you for?
I see it. Nobody blaming me, but I see that doing it around me. Who pay my bill? Start to blame me on my own bill. When I say I go and rent my own car. When I say I go and book my own hotel. I buy my own clothes. Yeah, I ate it.
I say you know that meeting where you hide in your house, I ain't burning trouble.
Too much.
You tell
You
me
know how that meeting there, they
They're going to drink liquor.
lead that
All right,
thing.
see you later.
That meeting
I
where
get
you
time for that, sir.
the ammonia meeting you hide in your house. Then DJ Cray was vexed. He said you are
But who say I had Muya meeting in my house? Who gave you the information?
all the thing.
I'll come for calling me. Who told you that I had meeting in my house, Prince?
Come for who?
That
I
Prince
stop
can
for
get
calling me.
information plenty.
Come for who?
I think over there.
Yeah, that
She not want for you to talk?
No, and I want my stop calling for.
I think
One thing I learned by myself, one thing I learned about politics, you're not paying my bill, and I'm living with you.
Angeline, where say, B, don't talk too much.
Yeah, but my daughter right, she right.
B, that will behind
I'm
you
not
there.
talking, I'm a child.
No, Cleo, by you glass, you go.
C'est ça, flan.
Now who's that? Are you princess? Who's that? I'm not talking, yeah, baby. Don't mind, I'm not talking plenty. I pray back, don't mind you crazy. Now who know me there? That prince. Oh,
you're not watching this.
Oh, I'm
who the woman are behind B.
Oh, how you doing?
I'm okay, oh, beautiful.
That woman they call grandma beautiful out there.
Yes,
for me, I can call my children beautiful. So now, grandma beautiful.
Oh, from Samokoto.
Okay. I didn't know from Samokoto.
Okay. What writing here?
You know it, eh?
The thing is writing I am reading.
Someone pray for trouble, so.
Yeah, where she come from?
Eh?
The person she
was Madam President, who you voting for too?
What is that?
Madam Susanna, who you? Who you voting for?
Can I voting for myself. Is it open box or that is private?
Are you working interview?
I don't have to tell people who I for.
I know it.
I keep it secret.
You going to the meeting? They put the people. What kind of program?
Well,
yeah, I'm going there.
Now why you call your phone?
That's good. You go have fun.
Comfortably.
No, Prince Double.
Yes.
I told you, politics is interest.
Yes.
If I read your platform, the one that I know that is very interesting to me is what I'm going to vote for.
Tomorrow, beans.
So, saying the ballot bags are secret ballot bags, I need my secret for now. I know within myself who to vote for because
I know, thank you.
Of like one secret because they say that it is strong supporter.
My own secret now.
Attacking people. Come for.
She the one registering people.
Nobody telling you, my sister.
You are true journalist. You say.
You know, really easy for you. Who you for to, friends? Who you for to?
In the middle.
Now that is what we in the middle too. Why you not get say?
I say B. You can be in the start at him. But
I'm in the middle.
So now my part, you want that time finish? My time finish.
But you campaigning for okay.
No, what please tell me? What please tell me? We have the wrong campaign.
No, I said James.
You say I campaign from Kemo.
No,
James. I'm running campaign for Kemo.
James, they say I said James. You go take campaign for Kemo.
I thought you said me. So now the time finish. My time finish.
You don't post anyway.
You don't post it.
Who asking that question?
Kemo going.
Jesus, no.
That eligible voter asking question.
Your name, they may need on your list, Madam President.
You don't have to be there.
Now you vote when you don't get eligible voting card.
Okay, because it's not only I doing it. You can vote. I can vote in Kentucky and vote there.
The city they did prophet kid I do you move.
That don't mean I'm an eligible voter.
I said
our people they get
he said
Our people need to face the system. They put me face the system. The system, our system in America is broken. We need the world greatest nation, but no system.
Which system?
You need to face the system.
Which system?
No, whether it's a laboratory system.
Which system
In
broken?
America, no system.
Sit down and tell which system.
The system is this. Somebody can say your turn finish, you can move on there. What system you play there?
Oh, so.
What they say, somebody turn finish.
Who you voting for too?
Somebody turn finish, you can move on there.
They say you voting for Edith.
He's still passing no, he's still passing around. He's still not watching there.
What they say?
No system.
Who says no system? What he mean by no system?
Man,
What say you don't mean? When you have a system, when you know where you're turn finish, you just back off.
So whoever had the turn
Why
finish,
they hot?
Hold on. Ask a question. Come again.
who turn finish and refuse to move?
So some people turn finish upon resistance. They say they will be interim government. They say they will turn and back and forward. They did the same thing. Yeah, either poor development, it can work out. She stayed there, she went by again.
2023, either poor win. The constitution gave you 2 times. You can go for 2 times.
There we go. There we go now again. Yeah, Gemma coming outside here instead of voting in passing around here.
But they have right to vote. The same way you see now that you refuse to register, I the same way
I'll not refuse to register.
How do you know you right?
You got the money to pay, and you do nothing. And ask you what you're doing.
Now yet to me, you register. Go pay your $35 you're paying on it.
I can pay more than that, brother. I can if pay more than it mean nothing to me. I can pay more than that. But the money, it has no accountability.
I come into your town.
How much you're paying, B?
That mean you ask it?
I can pay now.
I will not official.
They can tell you what they do with the money.
You go out there.
They
said be go out there.
See the money?
Where's that one?
They said be go out there.
I'm there to I'm not.
How much you're paying? The other man wouldn't even register, then you talking about your friend and call you not register and then you correct.
I don't have a
How much you're paying? 35?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we're paying 50. Yeah, but I'm gonna play warranty. They play me yet. You Muna sister?
I'm not enter.
Oh, okay. She our president.
Yeah, I know.
I get a Zulu claim win.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That would do closing now.
They women ain't see me for 2-3 years. Then you won't run away and go.
Before you want to hear?
That man, I'm behind
that is same man who put the show.
Let me mute him.
Hey, meet the man.
Let me put B say in the back.
Thank you.
Or be ready, then she'll come. Hey, man from Sayu.
Yeah.
You know, people, some put them, if you not join your people to know what is going on, it's kind of a little bit hard. You know, sometimes you can have the ideas. When you join your people, you can give those ideas, then they can make use of it. But sitting in the corner and criticize the people, it can grow the organization.
Yes.
That what we believe in that a lot.
Yeah.
We're not going to get our 1 cent to say, okay, let's add 1 cent to your 2 cents, so we'll make 3 cents. But all they have to do is to criticize that 1 cent that you fighting hard to put together. That way we can grow. We'll never grow. But when we all come together and work as a team, now when you have election, after the election, if the election is over, you join the winning team, you carry the project on. You carry on what the team's supposed to do. But some people, when they have election, right after the election, because they now win, they will never show up to help.
You need to, I know.
And which is bad. Some of them, when they're not in leadership, they can't attend any program. So tell me, how will you come around to have a check and balance on the leadership? Yeah. If there's no check and balance, what people can do wrong?
Look out in Georgia, they get amended the Constitution, changed a lot of things. Some people refuse to go there. If you don't go there, the people who go there, they will tell you what to put inside, and you will not, you will live with it.
Yeah.
Like, because of what they're doing, and they will
Okay, when you
affect
sit there in the corner, yes, talking, it will not solve the problem. Be there. Be part of the process. It just have.
When you
We
put
know
say B won't close, like you want to go now, so you can close.
Yeah, I have to go take my two more party ready already. I gotta go
Yeah.
take my shower.
You can close this B.
Okay. Mr. Tobo, thank you very much for bringing us on your show tonight, Papa. We'll always pray for you to get long life because you really doing it for us in the community. Whether they call you, they not call you.
Start training some people now, so they will
Yeah, that's true. Because anything we having when they not even call you, you always be there. You pay your own money, buy your own gas, your own rental car, and come and celebrate with the people. So we here tonight to tell you thank you, and my people here thank you again. We'll always be together with all our differences in the world. Anything happen, what I go and buy, we'll always together. So I'm here tonight to tell you thank you. Thank you to Print Dom and I'm President. You and Comfort here. Thank you for bringing the idea for all the conference show. Thank you. I'm going to get ready to go to put to a level program to go and tell them thank you. We got at the weekend with you last week. So I had to show faith. Thank you, Mr. Double.
Thank you too,
Thank you, sister.
Thank you.
We'll see you on the other side.
Sister Young get B.
Yes. Myself will be on a Google. I'm not old. I say young.
You don't tell me thank you too?
No, when finish young close here, B close now, so we're going to
I close now.
Okay, she's gone.
So go ahead, Comfort.
Yeah. So thank you once again, Prince. Thank you, Sis Susanna. Thank you, Sis B. Thank you for all the viewers tonight. Thank you for the great comments that you have commented. Thank you again, once again, Iowa. Thank you, every states, Africa, Europe. Yeah, thank you so much for helping us out. Well, I decided not to call names before I leave somebody out, but I'll make a few calls and say thank you again in person. Yeah, thank you for tonight. Friend Dava, may God bless you. Thank you for all you do. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Let's go now to the president of that chapter for Iowa, Des Moines. I saw the president when they making video about the registration fee. If you not pay your $150, you not pay for your gift card, you will not do your knee. The people call the presidency after the model she reduce the money. That was a good thing. Then my president will tell you thanks for listening to your people.
Okay, Prince.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I love when you hear something to talk about it. I said it at a meeting. It was not something that was planned or that was written black and white.
Mm-hmm.
That one thing I know about myself is I believe in Constitution. Because these people that put themselves together to write these things, now that they don't have work to do. And the more we only meet on parties, bereavement, but we don't come to our meetings. So someone came up to me when they say election coming, the person came up to me and said, "Oh, Madam President, people bothering me, they want registration, this, that." So I said, well, if people bothering you, they want registration, just tell them the time they not come to meeting. Because almost 2 years, some of you not come to meeting. So $5 times 24. Now why am I local? I was only saying it to let them know that they're abusing their own constitution right. But again, it was not something that was permanent to say, oh, I'm imposing this on these people. But I just want them to know that there are things they're doing and they're not supposed to do. So when we came to the meeting, all we have to do, this is a democratic world. You can't just get imposing on people.
Yeah.
So when we went to the meeting and we found we reached quorum, I put it in front of them. What are we going to do? Now it's election time. Because that's how it's supposed to be. That's the process.
Yeah.
So they say come up with suggestions. Some people say, oh, Madam President, for me, I'm not kind of meeting for almost 3 years now. They pay the 120. The other people say, let's pay 40. The other people say, let's pay 25. The other people say, let's pay 20. Then when we vote upon all the numbers they gave, 25 out of 1. And the $25 I won, the $25 is for Iowa because they never came to meeting, so they decided to pay $25 plus the national owner $10 that what brought them to $35.
Oh, okay.
So it was upon everybody effort from the election, and I had that $35 came about. So now when you pay the $35, I ask Susanna, will not tell you because that you say you want to pay the $35. Go ahead and pay it. So they're going ahead and pay what they say they're going to pay. But the 120 that you heard was not something that, oh, yeah, Madam President said you got to pay 120. No, it was not like that. I wouldn't want to tell them that you can't sit down home the whole day for a year. You're not even kind of meeting. Then because they say election coming, you want to go and cause chaos. Then you say you won't go and you want registration. So I tell them more time they not come to a meeting. That was it. It was just something that I wanted to say so that we understand that we are abusing our own constitutional right. Because the constitution part of it said that you should be a due paying member to be active. So you're not kind of meeting 1 year, 2 years. Then they say election time and you run, you can't. Then you won't pay $10 to go. It mean we not mean business. Then mean we'll never come back together for it to be for it to be valuable. It will just be there. And I have people eat money. Let me be frank with you, Prince Double. If they put someone in leadership, they will come when they say election time, you'll see people come from everywhere. You don't even know where they come from. Right after the election, they put you in that seat. The other them will go back to where they come from. Then you alone. I come in. I also we no, they're closing. We're closing now. You need to come to wrap it down. They tell the people talking out there different. Oh, yeah, coming there. Yeah, you need to come. You know, so you leave the president when you leave that president, and you give the president chance to do bad things. But again, I want to say thanks to all the Iowans and to everybody that come from out of state, and to you too, Prince, for hosting us on your show. I just want to say thanks. I think we have a small thing up there. Then I gotta go to help my people to see how we can get our list together for it to be for us to be able to send it tonight.
I'll call you after the show.
Eh?
I'm gonna call you after the show.
Yeah, call me. When you call me, I will pick up. So thank you very much. I need to go up there to go know what's going on.
Okay, now. Thank you
for having us.
Well, that's the women of Iowa. They came here. They appreciated people who went there to lay their sister to rest, and they're going to another program. You heard every one of them. They were supposed to have another program. People were supposed to have a program, but because of their sister that time, so they went they went there. The people told the people to postpone their own time because of Edith, and the people did it. So tonight, on the people turn out, so they have to go there to go talk to the people. But what the president did, if you believe what the president did by reducing the money, we got a whole podcast upset for, oh, the people have to pay, and then later on when she went, she listened to her people told them, and she listened to her people. So they talked about it and they reduced the money. That's the right way, and that's what people are supposed to do. So now I think she said they're paying $35. We are paying $50. Our president brother, we voted on it. First, everybody in our state were paying $50. No, the kids for 18, I think 20 somewhere down, were paying $20. Then we went to a meeting after we started paying. And then some of our elderly people So we say, I don't know who brought that suggestion, but I think I understand we're saying or Eric Joey or somebody. No, Dana, so she said that they should bring the elderly people money down to $20 too. The errors. And we talk it out, it was not easy, but we discuss it, and we agreed. So the older people who are paid, Regina G got to get in their money back. He didn't. You and I okay with it, but like that democratic process. Those who voted, they were more than those who wanted the old. So the older people paying $20, and we paying $50, but the children paying what, $20. So it's not bad. Today, the president of our chapter, let me show you what she sent out there. You know, Madam Vredi Warranty is a very strong and powerful young woman, Mr. Steve Warranty's wife. She sent our money. I mean, our chapter list and the money already gone. And I can't, I mean, we contributed. Look at the kind of money we contributed just for this program here. Put it up here so I can see it. Let me tell you. We contributed $1,500. Then you see Muna very warranty. There are Muna sister here on the show here for you. So Minnesota, Kentucky, Tennessee chapter membership registration for 156 names. We pay $1,660. That's how much we pay we give the organization, the national as tax, plus $300. So when you add 300 here, we will not give what? $1,860. So when people from Kentucky, when they're talking, our money going in that, what are you doing? And what I will do here on my show, Minnesota list, I'll get it. 1,500 from Minnesota plus the sitting fee. You add 300, 1,008. So I want to see what Gibson Jeru on the chapter was sent. I want to see what Pennsylvania was sent. I want to see what Iowa was sent. The highest number now, each $10. So we register 156 people. Muna very warranted. We have grown our numbers. Our number here is huge. All the children 19, 18, they are legal. They are eligible to vote. They are eligible voters. 1,560. Let me see, $60. Then they put on here, thank you, big thank you. Kentucky, Tennessee membership registration fees. The Commonwealth of Kentucky. That's how much Muna very warranty raised for these people. So let us put our hands together for Muna very warranty. We can bash Muna, but she's strong. She's a strong woman. True, Muna confused. We say no, you're Muna. I tell you what happened. Muna, the easier Muna you. Madam warranty, very warranty. So that's how much we contributed. So we want to know how much Texas chapter will bring. We want to know how much Indiana will bring. We want to know how much Chicago and Illinois will bring. If they even have people over there in Illinois, they got crime people in Illinois now. Want to know how much Iowa will bring. Minnesota alone, Bobby Torre said he won't bring 200 people. That's according to Uriah Soon. When I mean Uriah Soon said you can come on now, my man. Start asking questions when I send it into you, then ask me again. Yo, so one
So for Bobby Tolle to tell me that the election commissioner gave me an extension to register people in Minnesota, and he's telling me he has registered close to 250 people, that just raised a red flag for fraud, corruption of this election.
But I thought we raised
knowing Bobby told
50
it.
people that
Is
2,500
one of the
plus
strong
more, and they
supporters,
will put it.
one of those who have endorsed Madam Edith.
So let's say Minnesota chapter come with 250 names. That 2,500 plus the $300 for the membership. That how much? $2,800 plus another 1,800. Just so Minnesota chapter and Kentucky, Tennessee chapter alone, you're talking about $6 grand. I think so. $6 grand. I know what Bobby go tell the man say. I know what Bobby go tell the man. It almost made our man blood pressure go on today. Bobby the man say, Bobby told it. The man here calling Bobby. Plus 800 plus 300 plus 1,000 $4,600. Just 2 chapters alone. Minnesota, Kentucky. So you're talking about Indiana. You're talking about Illinois. You're talking about Dallas, Texas. You're talking about Philadelphia. You're talking about what are you talking about again? South Dakota, North Dakota. You're talking about Washington, Seattle. You're talking about DC Metro. You're talking about Rhode Island. You're talking about Atlanta, Georgia. So when you put these people all on those together, you're going to talk about a lot of money. Just for registration alone, you're going to talk about 10 grand. Names of people who will vote, those who will not go, those who will come, 10 grand. 10 grand. 10 grand. And for Bobby Tory.
So for Bobby Tory to tell me that the election commissioner gave me an extension to register people. So for Bobby Tory to tell me that the election commissioner gave me an extension to register people in Minnesota, and he's telling me he has registered close to 250 people. That's just
Bobby put a Bobby in rush. Where you go tell? Where you go tell him, man? Where you go tell him, man, that you registering 250 human beings? And they coming from Minnesota to come here? The plane ticket will, the airline will make money, or when the rental car will make money, the hotels will make money. Those people who come here the road with the fast food, and some of them driving the way make money. All over the place will make money. But I want the people to listen to the other tip here. I don't know what you guys soon is telling the people to disengage.
Go to jail. So since we don't want our people to go to jail, we will conclude by pulling up from the election. Go to jail.
What do you mean?
So since we don't want our people to go to jail, we will conclude by pulling up from the election. We will. Because as it's starting, it's small. While we are here, go to jail. So since we don't want our people.
Bobby Tory, if you want a link, if I would send a link to James Greer. Let me send a link to James Greer. What it mean they want to disengage? Why at the last minute we're hearing from the campaign chairman of Gilmore that Gibson is not the right man to ask that question. But I mean, Gibson been in these politics for a very long time. But the brother want to disengage. They want to pull out of they had to watch my call. Now my man Prophet Key now when he looking for the war, he didn't get a real war. Had to my call. I want press the link to Uriah show soon too.
You need to play that video again.
They want to pull out. Why?
You need to play that video again.
Go to jail. So since we don't want our people to go to jail, we will conclude by pulling up from the election. We will. Because as it's starting, it's small. While we are here, go to jail.
He said
so we don't want our people to go to jail.
I will play the old part of it, but he said that the Bull called police on people in 2023 in Des Moines. The Bull and Edith connected and called the police in Iowa, Des Moines. And Bobby coming with 250 men and women out of Minneapolis. And they will deploy police here again. And when they go there and cause trouble, they will put people in jail. And they are bringing women, the women they are bringing, some of them are single parents, so they don't want the people to put the people in jail. You know, Kasue, you know what they call Kasue Gibson?
Yep, I know Kasue. Look, please, let me just tell you something. I think the Gilmore campaign is trying to remedy the action of Mr. Octavius Gilmore's decision to take our sister to court. They're trying to use this to remediate what has already been done, because a lot of people calling them and telling them that was a wrong move that Mr. Octavius Gilmore did, to threaten our sister, to take her to court over something that was not directly said to him. And so they're trying to remediate that. They're trying to present a situation like the administration will put people in jail. And first of all, let's make the clarification. It's under the prophet Key Nima. Not vote because he was disqualified. Listen, Prince, let's make the clarification. Madame Poa did not participate in the calling of police in Des Moines. I can say that for 100%.
When listen to the whole tip of what he said.
Yes.
Because I want the people to you hire your show, you call it from the horse's mouth. I want the people to hear it from the horse's mouth.
It don't make no sense for you to come to hurt your head about this election. Because anything wrong that happens when you take action, when you react to it, the next thing you're going to see, Madam Edith and the Bull will unite to call police on you. They don't see you as Gedeans in the first place. As we speak, the Gilmore Slow team supporters, you are not being considered as Gedeans. What the Bull and the national administration will do to us is, whether we like it or not, they are going to call the police and conduct the election the way they did in Iowa, Des Moines. I want you to be aware of this before time. But I want to tell the Gedeans that things happen from a very small beginning. And before you get to know, it becomes very big. It's offhand. You cannot control it. With the plan of the national administration and the board of director chairman, according to Bobby Tolley, we don't see ourselves. We, the Game of Slow team, we don't see ourselves even to remain in the process. We don't see ourselves. This statement I am making, it is unofficial. But in the near run, we will come up with a official position statement, telling you that we're not going to be part of this process, because we don't want to bring our people here and something happen to them. Then people start calling police against them. Majorities of the people are single parents. They are mothers who are taking care of their own children at home. For them to come to a convention, election, and somebody just for power greed will be calling police on people to carry them to jail. We don't want our people to go to jail. So since we don't want our people to go to jail, we will conclude by pulling up from the election. We will. Because as it's starting, it's small. What we are hearing from Bobby just gave us the green light that the game of looting are not people to consider into anything. And any eventuality, police will come to arrest majority of us. So in that case, we don't want our people to be arrested by police. We have seen it in the past. We have witnessed the bull calling police for no reason. The only good reason why they call police in the past was because they want to see Edith becoming president. That was the only reason. And we don't want it to happen. Saying that they're saying Edith that they want her to be the president again, we should not sit there and see ourselves being apprehended by police and be sent to jail. In this country, if something is being labeled against you, if you and your family are going to fight it until you get tired. We don't want to see Gedeans going to jail for a simple thing like election. Then,
okay.
The point here,
several,
I don't know what Edith did.
Analysis to make
Wait,
from
Gibson,
this.
what Edith did in Iowa? Well, she was not the president. She was in the hall. Like
no, she was not.
The cops came.
That's why I want to make a clarification first. The clarification I want to make to all Nigerians listening to me, in Iowa, Madam Poa did not participate in calling the police. The reason the board chair called the police, it was because there was a violent situation that was erupting. And the board chair felt like if he not called the police, the situation would not be under control. I am not here to defend the board chair action, but the board chair did that. They did not consult Madam Edith. They did not do any of that. Madam Edith was not president. She did not participate in calling the police. In fact, she was not attacked. Her members or people did not attack anybody, and so she did not participate in any police calling. Number two, clarification, if you are listening to me, all of what Mr. Uriahson said, he said, Bobby said, according to what Bobby is saying. So Bobby's statement, I didn't hear it, I didn't listen to it. He listened to whatever he listened to. Bobby truly does not speak for the administration, and I know he doesn't speak for the board. The administration has its own media and spokespeople that speak for them. So if you heard it from Bobby that people will be sent to jail or there will be police call, if the administration will want to call the police, they will not be hidden. The administration will issue a release, a statement of why and how they are going to call the police. As far as we are concerned, Madam Poa is very, very concerned that this particular convention is an election convention, and she has urged all of us who are her followers to be careful how we say things, what we do, and we'll go to the convention, how we conduct ourselves. And the most beautiful way to conduct our election is to do it peacefully and transparently. She's not in the mood to make any problem. People are going to Minnesota or Kentucky.
Gibson, are you hearing me?
I'm hearing you.
Police calling to program is nothing strange. We were just in Iowa, Des Moines to our older sister's burial. At the wake, they had police at the gate. Get thing on us. It was doing. I even talk about it here now on my show. In the service on Saturday, police people were inside. People outside and checking people's bags. At the repart, the police were to the gate. So it's not strange for police to come to these things. But he's saying that Bobby told him that they're going to have 200 names out of Minneapolis. And that's something he said is a fraud. And that's something he don't agree with. So they don't want to go to the program where they're going to stop the people from the 200 people, and then police get involved and take them out.
So for Bobby told him to tell me.
how Bobby nicked him out. He said he had a conversation with Bobby.
But the problem is,
Bobby told him that. Let me play the one here so you can see it. Then you
yeah.
conclude that this is a.
So for Bobby Toley to tell me that the election commissioner gave me an extension to register people in Minnesota, and he's telling me he has registered close to 250 people, that just raised a red flag for fraud, corruption of this election.
My question now is, Bobby Toley registering people. The people he registering, are they just one group of people that they are Liberians and they are Grandians? So they could be Gilmore, they could be Edith.
Well, first of all, let's check the statement that he made. Bobby told him that the election commission has given him extension. Where does he go to get clarification? Goes to the election commission. If they have a team, that team should have people who will be able to write letters to the election commission and say, what is going on? Your timetable has passed. Why did you give the other people a chance? The election commission will explain to them. If they find out that the election commission has problem, they can make a protest to the board. They can write a protest to the election commission. They don't have to go
but tomorrow is 12 midnight, April 6th, 12 midnight.
Yes. Tomorrow is the 12 midnight.
Here, Bobby had a conversation to tomorrow 12 midnight. Bobby still have time to register. Who you want to register?
Bobby have time to register until tomorrow 12 midnight. So where the expiration, what Bobby said, we get time to register. So if Bobby said the election commission giving time to register, let him clarify with the election commission instead of spreading fears among Grandians that there will be some kind of bad thing happening to other Grandians at the convention. Number two, it is surprising that Uriah would be saying things like that. All the people that Bobby will register, they 250 people. Are they all for Iroa?
Only one group of candidates.
Bobby is registering Grandians in Minnesota. Bobby is not going from house to house and asking people, are you Edith supporter? When you say yeah, he register you. Are you Gamer supporter? When you say yeah, then he now register you. That's not what he's doing. He is registering anyone who believe that they have a right to vote in this election. He is registering them. So if 250 people come, in our 250 people, Bobby will have people there who support Mr. Gilmore. Bobby will have people there who support Madam Edith. Bobby will have people there who don't want to vote at all. They may not even want to vote. They say, me, I want to participate in the election, but I don't want to do nothing. I just want to go to the convention. They'll be there. Some people even be late to come. Some people may not even show up until the election day. So he just creating fears in our people, telling them that there will be violence, people will go to jail, people will do this. He doing this so they can have a reason to withdraw from the election. You withdraw from the election, we will go to the election. We did not ask you to withdraw. We did not file protest against you. The election commission did not say anything about you. The board did not say anything about you. Nobody threatened you. If you withdraw from the election, we are going to the election to cast our ballots. This time it will not be a white ballot, Prince. The election commission will sit down and will cast our ballot one by one. So it will not be like, oh, the people cast a white ballot, because that's what they want to present to the public. They want white ballot again. No, we're not doing white ballot business. So that particular election, the election commission will sit down, we will get in the line and we cast our vote. And we will elect Madam Poa if you decide to withdraw. So all that thing you're talking is not fair. They want to divide Grandians. They want to divide Grandians. They want to create fear in Grandians. They want to tell Grandians what Grandians must think or must feel for them. No, I want to tell all Grandians, you don't have to support Madam Poa. You don't have to support Mr. Gilmore, but you have to support Grandians Association. And the Grandians Association is having its election in Louisville, Kentucky. And the election will be peaceful, will be respected, it will be transparent, and there will be no interference. However, I am of opinion that if people come there with violence, say because this administration does not want violence, the people who can take care of the people who are doing violence in this country are police people. We will ask the police to walk the people outside who want to bring violence. So if anybody in Gilmore camp who want to say Gilmore get plenty gun, if you want to carry gun to that commission election, we'll call police. Nobody carry election, we'll go in that hall. If you want to bring thugs to come and break people's chairs, we will call police. If you want to come throw blow, we're not able to throw blow, we'll call police. If you want to go tear election commission materials, we'll call police. If you come to vote, if you come to meet your brothers and sisters, if you come to convene for a purpose for Grand Jury Association, nothing will happen to you. This administration will protect you. The Madam President has made a vow that anyone who goes to that election, you will be protected by the administration. In fact, she is president for every Nigerian, including Mr. Gilmore, who is a presidential candidate, Madam Josephine Slew, who is a vice president. All those who are contesting against her, she will protect all of you because you are her constituents. She is your president. Until she is no longer president, she is still the president and she will protect anybody. And so Uriah's son should start carrying that lies, those lies and fear mongering, making our people to feel that there will be so much bad thing happening. In fact, he's making an election to turn out bad. He's scaring the people. Suppose will buy their ticket. How are they going to even buy their ticket when you're talking the kind of thing? This is the kind of point that will happen in Grand Jury Association. They create situation that will make Grand Jury Association not buying it. If that video land in the hands of the Liberian media, if this video land in the hand of Liberian media, why would the Liberian media write about Grand Jury County? You create a situation where the people outside there will see the Grand Jury Association as a thug organization, as a gangster organization. That's how you're creating the Grand Jury Association. You make, if I was a media person out there and I handled it as an editor, the headline I would write is Nigerians are fighting among themselves. All gangsters are about to disrupt Grand Jury election. That's the kind of headline that you will see out there. Why would Uriah make such a video that when laying other people here, they will look at all Nigerians as criminals, as thugs, as gangsters? This is the kind of thing that happens if you have bunch of.
He said they're gonna pull out.
Well, if they pull out, they don't have to want us to pull out, my brother. Do you have to want us? We expect you to write a letter tomorrow morning and read election commission and say we don't want to participate in the election again. You don't have to want us. But if you try to pull out for a false reason, if the reason you are giving is false, if it's a fake alarm, if you are trying to bring a situation about that does not exist, then we will call you out. And Uriah need to stop this. Uriah have been saying bad things about this election process, but this one, it creates a bad image for Grand Jury, not only among Nigerians, but among other Liberians. They will see us as criminals, as thugs, as gangsters who will go to the election and cause chaos and police and will be threatened with police.
Do you think that particular podcast was sanctioned by Daniel Pine and JJ?
Oh yes, Daniel Pine, JJ Dennis, they are the one that advised Uriah Son to go do that video. They said because remember now, Daniel Pine said the reason why he left Edith because he was advising Edith and Edith didn't listen. Those are the kind of advice you were bringing to Edith. If you can advise Madam Poir and say, do not register the other poor, then Madam Poir will tell you, no, I'm not going to, that's not my business to go register poor, not to register people. That's the election commission responsibility. If you tell Madam Poir and say, you know what, just don't make it, the administration should charge everybody $150 so you can make more money. The Madam Poir will tell you, no, I can't do that. I can't charge everybody $150 just because I want to get money. The Constitution did not say so. If you advise Madam Poir and tell Madam Poir that certain people are criminals and she should not deal with them, Madam Poir will tell you, no, I can't do that. I can't call any Nigerian criminal and will not deal with them. I am their president. These are the people that gave these people advice to make podcasts that would destroy the image of Grand Jury Association. And they should need to stop this. And again, I want to assure our people, whether you're from Manapua support base or you're not from Manapua support base, from Gamer support base, I'm telling you now, based on what I know, nobody will be harassed in Louisville, Kentucky. The president of Louisville, Kentucky, Madam Mona, has made sure that everything will go peacefully. She's working so hard to make sure that the election is peaceful because it is her legacy that she's trying to lead. She's not going to be there and people are bullied or people are intimidated or people are dragged out of the place. No, it's not going to be like that. But let me warn you, if you want to act like Uriah's son and go destroy people over there, definitely the police will come for you and take you out of the convention. We're not going to allow people who are going to be breaking benches, will be breaking people chairs, will be throwing dishes, will be tearing the election commission materials, who will be in the hall and causing problem in the hall for everybody. You're not going to do that. We're not going to let it. We got to have peace. We got to have law and order. We got to get justice. We got to have tranquility. We got to get transparency. If this election must be held free, fair, and transparent, then everybody need to behave themselves. Go there, cast a ballot. Don't curse nobody. Don't slap nobody. Don't push nobody. Don't waste water on nobody. Don't spit on nobody. Don't do anything violent. And let's go there and elect the people that we want to be the next leader of Nigeria Association. We are not going to do anything. Our Gibson Jeru will be the first person to oppose any act by anybody to intimidate and criminalize Nigerians. I'll be the first. I'll be the first.
Okay. Bobby, call in again. The number to call in here is 952-200-8420. If you want to,
I send the link to.
Send a link. I sent Mercy the link already. So Mercy, look in your inbox. The link is there. Bobby name was mentioned in the video like more like how many times? 10, 15, 20 times. Bobby, Tori, how you doing?
I'm doing fine, Mr. Double. Thank you for asking.
Okay, there's a video here on Facebook from Uriah's son, the campaign manager for Gilmore Slough, and in the video and in the podcast he had today about I think around 12 noon today, he mentioned your name of you telling him that you're going to register. You ain't had a conversation. He explained, I don't know, did you call Uriah at any point to talk to him this week?
I have no recollection of talking to the young man. And what I want to say on here tonight and to the listening audience, Prince, it is unfortunate. It is unfortunate. And I feel bad for my little brother, Mr. Gilman, because I don't know what they saw in this young man, and they decided to make him the political, or how do you call it, the campaign manager. I believe wholeheartedly that he's a political neophyte. He has no idea. He's a novice. Because what he did to this camp tonight, if I was on the Gilman Slough team, I would fire the man right away. Because what he did tonight was he dissuaded some of the people that were enthusiasts. I wanted to go to the convention. His statement alone took away more than 45 individuals tonight because people, the scare tactic is turning back on him. Because if you are going as a campaign manager, if you are telling your people that we are going to withdraw, what message are you sending? You see, that's why sometimes we're talking about critical thinking and critical analysis of situation. It plays a role. And then when we come to say, oh, the men talk about both benefits, because both, it gave me the options to have to critically analyze situation. But he lacks that. He doesn't have that. He's a political neophyte. So I don't know why the people saw in him and they appointed him to this particular position. It is disappointing. It is disappointing. And I believe that they get a little more money.
So no, let her not go there, Mr. Tory. You say you never spoke to him. You and him never had conversation because he explained. If I play the whole tape, you were here from the beginning where he said you call him and then you told him that they would talk tire. He's the president. The people will talk. They will get tired. You got 200 people registered under your belt, and you're willing to pay their way and bring them. And you got 5 buses. One of those buses take 100 people, and you're going to bring those people here to cast the ballot here. At any point in time, got 5 buses to bring the people here.
You see, there's one thing of being a propagandist, and there's one thing of lying like a teenage girl, you know. Where in Minnesota right now we're even struggling to bring people on board with all the political turmoil in Minnesota. We're having trouble bringing people on board. I can tell you for sure, from what I see, we'll not even have more than 100% from Minnesota. So when he talk about 500, I don't know where he's getting his number from. You know, and the thing is, I don't understand. This you should be excited that Obama Tuli is paying for everybody, irrespective of where you go, what camp you're from. Whether you're from the Gilmore camp or you're from the Edith camp. You should be very excited. But then again, I'm saying this is a political new party. They have that critical, they're lacking that critical analysis to analyze situation. You should be very, very glad that Obama is paying for everybody to go. You know?
So, Bobby, I want to know where you think he took it from. That you never had a conversation. He just made the story up and said that you're going to pay for 5 buses to carry people.
He called me as a relative and said, listen, with the situation going on in Minnesota, I don't like it. You could come to power any kind of way, but to go and take your cousin from power, they made your relative, they made your chairman, blah, 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 blah. And I was trying to explain to him, listen, I did not take the man from power. We all were in Iowa, and we came to Minnesota. The people had the mandate. And when I went there, they said, listen, my man, we see something in you. We are moving forward with this organization, and I agree with them. And they elected me. Why should I always put my hand when my people are calling on me? Say, Bobby, we need you, we know we see something in you. And why should I always put my hand and stay away from the people? Who am I? The community is bigger than me. This community is bigger than me. And when you're looking at giants calling upon you to lead, giants like Alexander Alexander Bambo, Ellis Gay, you talk about this giant in the community, people with potential. Then I would say, oh no, who am I? I'm nobody. I'm only here to serve my community. I'm only here to serve my people. So with all that thing he's doing, he should be taking a time to say, listen, y'all go out there, register Bobby's pay for everybody, you'll send your name, so Bobby will pay for everybody so you can come. You know, that's what you should be doing. And like, I don't know, that's why I said there's something peculiar. That's the word I use. There's something peculiar about this Minnesota. Why are these guys so anxious? Why so much anxiety about Minnesota? Was there some plan? Was there some ulterior motive? What's going on? Now, I'm covering everybody. When I'm 50 individuals from your side, I'm willing to pay for those people. So you should be excited. So I don't understand. Was there some plan? Some plan to some fraudulent plan? What is going on? My aim here, friends, is I am trying to bring my community together. So if I'm going to bring this community together, I should be able to help everybody. I should be able to reach out to every camp. That's what I'm saying. Listen, whether you're from the Gilmore camp or you are from the Poas camp, I will cover everybody from my pocket. So everybody will go to Minnesota so we can have some festivity and vote our leader into office. And what is in that? What is so hard to understand, Prince?
Are you bringing the 5 buses?
Prince, I wish I'm not a rich man, but I'm okay. But at this time in point, I don't think we'll have up to 100 members of getting one of those buses or 50% of getting them. I'm not sure of that. So
the man said. Please
listen to the man number. Listen to the numbers. The numbers will tell you a lot. They tell you that he's just throwing stuff out there because he thinks it's some form of propaganda. It should better make sense when he say, oh, no, Barry will potato maybe or minibus or 18% or 20%. So yeah, it makes sense. But we shouldn't even be discussing it because it makes no sense. 5 buses? You know how many put the buses and take? 5 buses for what? No 5 buses, but let's say no 5 buses. Let's say I tell you 5 buses.
So you never told the man about the cow. You're going to kill cow here, and you're going to eat the cow. They will cook the cow, and then they'll eat the cow, and then everybody will say, okay, let me eat it.
Prince, the cow thing came from on your show. When I told you, listen, I want to kill cow to bring our community together. You were right on your show here. Because my thing is that we want to bring this community. We want to resuscitate this organization. Edith is doing an immense job. But we come from Minnesota. We want to play our part. That's where we come from. That's why I said I even told the Oma Justin and Robert. I said, listen, I want somebody who will be neutral. I talked to you about somebody coming from this girl camp, from that camp, and Edith's camp, to to see how we can slaughter the cow here, and we'll cook it, we'll all eat it. The first day, the day of a robber in that place there. And then he coming on here, but giving credence to the man alone, I think we should be talking about something.
No, but Bobby, this is a huge allegation, and we need to talk about it, and that's what we're doing. And for money, who say why I can't bring Uriah, attack Uriah on the show, the same way I attacked Bobby before Bobby called the number. He got my number, the number flowing over there 952, and he got a video that he put there. I think Robert Gibson just read. Say there's a video where he posted. So the video speaks for Uriah. I didn't pick that. I didn't make that video. I only went on a page and saw the video. I was listening to him today when he was going live.
This is my belief, Mr.
That's what we're doing in our feed.
This is my belief. You know, when you are drowning and things are hard, when you see the wave are turning against you, you will try to hang on to any rope. You know.
Okay, so by the way,
I think my brother has seen the reverse of vote or the outpouring of love and support for Edith. I think it has gotten to him, and then all of a sudden he's trying to find an excuse that in case in the situation where they are overwhelmingly defeated, they will say, "Oh yeah, these are some of the things we're talking about." But
okay, so anybody get a question for Bobby? We're getting out. Anybody get a question for Mr. Tony?
I do not have a question.
I got a question for Bobby.
Go ahead.
Bobby, why you think the people of Minnesota really love this interim body? Why do they so much love it?
Oh, very good question, my brother. There comes a time in everyone's life that too much is too much. And I will continue to say this, that the judge, being a friend and a brother, he played his role. He plays, but we only kept him there because of family ties and because we wanted peace. But we all know, according to the Constitution of man, he served it. He outlived his term. But because every time we wanted to keep it, simple, we try to keep him there. But now that the people want this organization, because the gallant men and women in this organization wanted to see this organization back on track, because decisions have been made without the input of Minnesota. So for us to sit by and our hands tied and we are the comedian of the union. When people go to functions, they laugh at Minnesota. They didn't pay their fee to what the people they had at one point. We've been mockery. People making mockery of us. So people got tired. The body got tired, and so it fit that. Listen, we have a young man here who we need or who we know can lead us to higher heights, and that was the only reason. Because we want the resources. People want to move on. The people want to see we are taking a different dimension.
Thank you. I got two short questions. The first short question, two short questions. One, the establishment of an interim team in Minnesota, does Madam Poir and her administration play any role in the corner, in the back door, by finger, by toes, by any way? Did they play any role in doing that? Or did they influence the many people in Minnesota to do what they did?
Yeah, I will answer. It is sad for these people to have this kind of idea that if let's say Edith had a role to play, why would you want to register the game people from the game side? You think that the people of Minnesota you can suppress, you can keep people down forever? You cannot keep people down forever. So it is sad for even have the slightest of idea that Edith have anything to do with this thing. You can keep people, the people with potential, the sound-minded people down. You think a young man can keep this organization down forever? When you have people that does the crime, Alexander Bama, Ellis Gay, Tom Tay, the Bobby Tootie, you think you can keep the organization forever? You can't do that. You don't have the requisite tools to keep these people down forever. It was just a matter of time, and the people decided to make up their mind. But you don't say come on here and say it got something to do with it. It got nothing to do with our Tony. It had anything to do with it. I want to be registering people from the poor camp. If we have any ulterior motive, that's what we're going to be doing. We'll register from the poor camp to suppress the vote that you want to inflict on us. But we are registering proof everywhere, and we will keep calling. Tomorrow is the deadline. We'll have an emergency meeting. Please, even if you're not coming to the meeting, please send your list. Send your list in the GDF chat room. We register you're coming from, whether you're voting for Edith or whether you're voting for Gilmore, just send your name, because tomorrow by midnight.
How about it? Did you talk about extension with the brother? That your chapter need extension?
Listen, if we have exceeded, unless it was today was Sunday, when the time was going to expire, I don't know. But I mean, how peaceable is that? That will be a total extension. I still have time ahead of me. What do we need extension for?
Okay, my last question, Bobby. Now I don't get no question again. Did you both do this thing because you all hate Mr. Josh?
So hate is, I don't know why would he even think about it. Why would somebody hate you? What is it that you are doing that other people are not doing that will hate you for? What is it that you have that other people don't have that will hate you for? You're a crying man, you're doing well, we are happy for you. But other people are doing better than you. We're better than you. We're smarter than you. In any aspect of life, we don't hate the man. I think we lost the man to keep the man over there for 7 years. You know, so we don't hate him. We just needed to listen. We needed progress. We needed the organization to come back, the committee organization again, to function like a real organization. If you have a mandate of the people, and when you are calling meeting and the people are not coming to the meeting, that says a lot. That speaks volume. To be a leader, you have to be a charismatic leader. You have to be able to influence or impact people. And if you are lacking that and people are not coming, my brother, it's about time you hang up the bed. That's what happened in Minnesota.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for answering my questions.
Thank you. Vash, Cisco, and Mercy, you guys, you can mute yourself. Bobby Tore, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Okay,
Sion Nyangwe Gibson. I want to say hi to Sion Nyangwe Gibson. That boy say your ex enemy.
How you doing?
I'm okay.
They get on bring trouble on this.
The same thing.
There's a caller here, Mr. Balu. Thomas Balu is here.
They mean we are all thinking positive.
Yeah.
Right, sir, right.
Okay. Got somebody on the line. Thomas is on the line. Thomas, please tell.
Thomas Balu?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Go ahead, Thomas. Thomas, you hearing me?
Thomas Balu, don't go. We want to hear you.
Yeah, Thomas, go ahead.
I mean, the conversation is interesting. I just have a few questions for Mr.
Tore?
You don't know the name of the person you want to ask question?
And I will start with Young Bay.
Go ahead.
Jeru.
Can you go ahead?
I will start with Mr. Jeru. Mr. Jeru, I don't understand the way you're asking your questions, because you can't ask somebody.
Whether you get problem with my asking question.
Yeah, I'm just trying to tease your questions that you're asking, because it kind of very make me to laugh. You know, you're asking somebody who is involved with another person whether the person did it out of hate. Those are not the kind of questions that you should be asking. The reason
why? I choose my question.
Okay. All right. Let me pause your question for a bit and go to Mr. Tony. My concern from the onset when I heard this situation and I made some calls around is that how do one go about, and you understand, installing and entering leadership? Is it when anybody is disenchanted, or when you suspect that there's an issue, you just call a few people around in Minnesota or in any chapter? I'm not only saying that only because it's concerning Minnesota, but let's look at this whole situation from a leadership standpoint, and considering all of our organizations, our branches or chapters that are involved. If somebody is disenchanted or feels that something is not going right, do they just come together and say, okay, they elect an interim leadership, or there is a procedure? Is there a constitution? Is there a governing procedure that it should follow? If so, Mr. Tony and the group of people that went to that meeting that day, did they follow that procedure? Was it a legitimate meeting that they held? Was it a legitimate gathering, or they just went there and just, how do you term it? What precedent are we setting from there? For me, that's my concern. What precedent are we setting?
Well, Mr. Bobby is not here, but I brought in Kamati Dian, a former president from 2005 to 2007. And the man who installed the people, Dusty Khan, they had almost four or five of the leaders there. And what they explained, I can get the tape back and play here, but it will take me time. What they explained that the floor was elected 2018. So that's 7 years, and you are there to serve 2 years. You can go back. You can't see more than full or term or whatever. But Floor said made it that when he called meeting, people don't come, and they don't come to the meeting. He sent citation out. So the people thought it wise, and they said, well, we need to have a meeting. So the group gone to him. Kamati said, I'm quoting Kamati there, that when they got together and they met, the errors in our play former leaders, and they tried to get to Floyd, and they couldn't get to him. So they set up people to meet him. They called Edith's gay name, one of the former board chairman. They called the former president Alexander Bamu to meet him to see how they can have meetings. And all that were exhausted. He could not come to the meeting. And then they planned to go to those meeting. That's how they went to the meeting, and they sent citation out. And Floyd, they say he knew about the meeting. And then they went to the meeting, and the body decided to have an interim leader. Because Floyd was not responding to them. All efforts are that's according to Kamati Diana. They couldn't get to Floyd. So that's how they went. I think it was about the list that I got here, say 58 people that signed the petition that we must have a new leader. And then when they signed, and then they voted, they nominated people to serve for 3 months. So that particular chapter is supposed to have election in June. And the new leaders, Bobby Tode, who just spoke, Nehemiah Gary, the vice president, Warren Brown is the secretary, the treasurer is one Nemo, and then the chaplain is Helen Zidi Tari. So they came over and nominated people, and they agreed that the people should serve from now to June to have election. So to have that body. So the body gets serving for interim time for them. But they say they send all citation, they send everything out to have leader. They could not get it.
Mr. Double, thank you very much.
Thomas, can I speak to him? One minute, can I speak to him?
I heard most of these things from my own investigation. There were 2 meetings already heard. Even they heard 2 meetings before this group could meet. Mm-hmm. And in those meetings, they planned.
Who had the meeting now?
Those meetings were heard by the leadership. I don't
know. You mean Floyd now?
Those guys are not coming up to defend themselves.
You mean Floyd?
The Floyd guy, yeah. I think the Minnesota president and other people, they held 2 meetings before this meeting. And
I want to know who had this. I want to know who had this meeting. Is it Floyd meeting or this group here? Who said that they had an internal? Which one of the group?
No, it's not this group. It was the Minnesota leadership.
Oh, they went on the floor. They went on the floor leadership. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they had a meeting, and then in those meetings they discussed the trip to Kentucky, and the reason why there is this confusion is because they discussed the payment issue. And in Minnesota, they had a custom where they usually pay $120. They pay a certain amount of money. We go for the 2 years period for their chapter fees and dues and stuff. You understand me? And because the people could not agree, they made proposals. Some people said $50, some people said $75, some people said $120. And they voted. Those who went for $120 were more. You understand? And a lot of people said that the amount was too much. Mm-hmm. They can't make it to pay $120, and the time is very short. So that's where the confusion was. You know, they were trying to figure out what to do so that more people can register, so they can be, so they can be left out of the voting process.
Yeah.
Now this is an issue. It is recognized recognize that this is an issue, but what I'm saying is that the way they went about it, only because they want to make sure they go to Kentucky, so they went ahead and come together and just elect somebody and elect an interim leadership. This is
Floyd, I mean, Thomas, can I ask you a question? Thomas, can I ask you a question?
Ask you a question.
Yeah, Mr. Gezi, let me learn.
My man, okay, go ahead, Len.
I will ask you a question too. You say you don't want me to ask you because
No. I answer you when I ask me. But go ahead, Len, if you want. I want to ask you a question because the city talking about I want to ask so you can continue to explain with Abe.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, let's go to the 120 you're talking about for 1 year meeting due. The man stayed there for 7 years. Why didn't he multiply the 120 by 7 and he decided to get the only charge in 120?
No, but Mr. Geru, as for me, I let to deal with the issue from where it is hot.
I understand.
I understand that it have been a custom there that they usually pay more than what is expected to pay for going to a convention and then for election. You understand?
Yeah, I understand. What they usually do, according to you, is they pay 120 per year to go to the convention, each person. Yeah. Now the men stay there for 7 years. The people have not paid their 120 for 7 years. Why didn't he say, my people, you all owe 120 for 7 years? You all pay the 120 for 7 years before we can go to the election. Why didn't he say so? Why did they stop the 120?
You cannot tell for sure that people have not paid 120 for 7 years because election years are every 2 years. Election is every 2 years, right? So you cannot tell for sure that people have not been paying every 2 years to go to the convention. You cannot tell. But my point is that if the 120 is the issue, it should be addressed from that point. Then installing, another leadership because you disagree with your president. Now, it's going to set a bad precedent. Even at the national level, these things can follow. People look at things. You understand? So if somebody disagree with, let's say, Madam Edith tomorrow, they can work out and set up their own leadership. Is that what you guys are saying? If somebody disagree tomorrow in South Dakota, they can work out and set up their own leadership? No, it should be procedural. We need to follow procedure. We need to follow procedure.
Mr. Balu.
They can do it anywhere tomorrow.
So the people are being upset about the years the man served.
So is Mr. Balu from Minnesota?
That's another point. That's what I'm coming
Mr. Balu.
From, actually.
Mr. Balu, let me say this to you so you can respond to it. Let me say this to you so you can respond to it.
It served 7 years. It overstayed his time. What did they wait for? What have they been waiting for all those years to question the man? Or to
Mr. Balu, let me say this so you can respond to it. Okay? Let me say this so you can respond to it. First of all, and I will say it very slowly, first of all, you don't know the Constitution of Minnesota. The Constitution of Minnesota specifically states, the Constitution of Minnesota states that the people have the right to host their meeting if there is no meeting being held by the administration. They have the right to do that. Okay, that's number one. Number two, if you have not been able to govern your chapter for 7 years, you're supposed to be there for only 2 terms. 2 years and another 2 years, and you should be getting out. And you are not calling for election, you are not doing anything, and you stay in power for 7 years. And the people gave you that allowance. Does it mean that it should be forever? It doesn't mean it should be forever.
The election, and
let me finish. Something can make people to take decisions. If the election period is coming and you are not held meeting for several years, let me give you one example. The president from Iowa. The president for Iowa, she called a meeting. They also have 120 in their constitution for meeting due. She called a meeting She asked the people, some of you are not been coming to meeting. Now the election is coming. What can we do? Some people say, let's pay the 120. Some people say, let's pay 75. Some people say, let's pay 25. They took a vote and the 25 people won. And then she said, okay, this 25 are your meeting due. So you will pay the $10 for the national election. They agree, other than they agree the meeting, and they pay their $10. So it means they are paying $35. With the 25 go to the chapter for their meeting dues, and the $10 go to the national. In Mr. Floyd George situation, they had a meeting and they told him the 120 is too much. Let's make it 75. He agreed, said, I'm going to consult with my administration, my executive committee. And he told them that he was not going to bring it down. The decision already made. He didn't make that decision in the meeting. He didn't ask for people to make a decision, to vote, to take a decision. They told him, with this amount, it's too much. We want to reduce it because the time frame, we got short time. He agreed to go and consult his co-officials. And then he told them, I cannot reduce it because the decision already been made, and so that's a meeting due, everybody pay. Besides that, Thomas Balu, that 120 was not part of their voting fee. He is telling them that beside the 120, you people will pay the extra $10 before you can go and vote. So who is Floyd George over there? That he cannot respect the will of the people. And he has not been holding meeting for 7 years.
I think what I heard, Gibson, what I heard, they went in the meeting, they could not come out, then they say, then I think he took it to the board and the administration. So the board and administration made that decision, and he can't yet tell the people. The board did not participate in that decision. He lied. Like, let's say, Thomas, he lied. He lied. The board did not participate in that meeting. The state here, Kentucky. Crispy is a member of Kentucky. He's right on the show. We brought it to the party. The president called a general meeting. We went to that meeting and she brought it. First, the president was saying they seen 120. So we said, Madam President, it's too high. Here, I still can pay $20. You can't, a new president. So $20. So we negotiated with the president saying, and other people say the convention coming our time. We're partying and we'll do this for our brother and sister. We're coming. So you carry money. So right now, voted is $50. And our errors, we voted again, and our errors paying $20. And the children who are 23, 22, 18, they're paying $20. So that us, we're paying the $50. These are decisions that body make. Because when we pay money, say when the money due, going away, come. And I go to somebody, nobody eat the money. Go to the account, our own money.
I agree.
Yeah, so I mean, just you go and sit in the body.
I agree.
What he said, talking about the South Dakota, the North Iowa president, she made a video. I think got Susanna video. What she said, people pay the 120, but when they went to a meeting, she brought it and they put compromise in the meeting.
Yeah, Prince, I want to ask Mr. Badu, man.
Why
I agree, Prince. But
Mr. Badu, are you from Minnesota?
No, Badu, I think from South Dakota.
All of these things they have their own.
So you think so because he refused to reduce the money that what triggered the removal? It could be.
Mr. Badu,
everybody,
are you from Minnesota?
Badu from South Dakota.
I mean, I agree. This could be a trigger, but was he removed legally? This is the same thing that we're having in right now with the parliament.
My man.
That's exactly the same thing that is going
so
on.
So how you expected it for them to do it now?
They needed to follow the legal process.
What's the legal process?
What legal process? What is legal process, Mr. Balu?
The amount they need to vote is something that is important for them.
I'm saying what is illegal? What is illegal?
Why couldn't they refer this issue to the national board?
So the people in the state, they don't have the right to. The people in the state don't have the right to remove the president. They gotta go to the national board.
They don't have the right to come together and elect their own official.
Okay, so why they gotta go to the national board?
It's right in their constitution. They can go to the national board to complain because it is about their voting fee. They need, they have,
so then again, when they say the person overstayed, they must have election, they must put on interim leadership. Is that wrong?
How do you put on interim leadership? Please read the full constitution.
They have put on leadership, even
process.
Who told you that? You read the full constitution? You think that the first time they put in Minnesota put on interim leadership? 1998, they put on leadership in a particular state. Emmanuel Tay was removed and he was replaced by interim leader Washington Johnny, who served, and then after that, he went to the meeting and they made Washington Unit the election commission chairman, and he conducted the election and brought William Cooper to power. I stayed in that state for 14 years. I know what I'm talking about.
Okay, so that's is in their constitution.
It is when you're not there, when it's not there, it become when it's not there, and they did it before it become a why precedent. They go by and look at it and say, oh, they did it before that a precedent. Let me tell you, and Papa Emmanuel Tay has spent 1 year and a half because he was not calling meeting, and the other people then say he will call meeting. He was not calling meeting. When he called meeting, nobody go to the meeting, and the people told him to come to the Broken Center area and call the meeting there. He refused. The other people met Johnny G. Gary, Wolfman, Paris Cooper, the legs of Herota. Herota is still living. I think he is the only man who living in money, Papa. Then they went to the meeting, they called a meeting, and they moved the man. And they put an internal leadership there. We just came, we watched the process unfolded in front of us. So it became precedent in the people's state.
Okay.
The people I just call Herota.
Can Mr. Body answer me? Is he from Minnesota?
Thelma Collins still living. Herota is still living. Kamati Dia is still living. Gabriel Say is still living. Victor Glepe is still living. And Dusty Khan is still living. These are names that are calling because at that time, the people who were representing Minnesota on a national board were Dusty Khan and Gabriel City. Washington Unit is still living, but he relocated to Liberia. He's still living. He was the interim leader at that time. And William Cooper won after we had the election. They gave it, I think, 5-6 months after the election, William Cooper won. And when William Cooper, after that, he steadied the affairs again, and then after 2 years, he had election 2005. So that's the president of the state. George don't know. You got George followed this thing. George stayed on there. George saw it. He was not probably there when they moved Papa Washington Emmanuel Tay, but I think he saw Kamati Dian, he saw Arthur Kana, and he saw Ellis Bamun, Ellis Dia, all these people leading. When they moved the chairman of the board, I was in the meeting. They voted and they removed Tanya and they replaced him with Nehemiah Garlic. Tanya said, okay, the process not good, but I try looking and move on. So it's a pattern.
Why be after that?
When they moved Tanya a board, when they moved Tanya from the board chairman, they had a chairman who was Nehemiah Garlic.
The other group take the money that was in the cover. The other group that came, they also take the money that was in the
the time when Edith Dia left. When Edith Dia left, they had an election of Eki Zaza with Tanya Union issue. That's two group of people who went so and went so. That time, the whole Grand United Association had a polarized with Fred Guian, and then the element spilled straight right in Minnesota. You know that one. You know that. But that's the precedent I'm telling you, and that's how it happened. So, but anybody get a question, we can go and discuss something else, please.
All right, thank you very much, sir. I mean, my fear is just it remains my fear. I know the recording will be there for us to listen to it another time, but this is going to be a bad precedent and other chapters.
Until Minnesota can go into the Constitution and put exact wording in their Constitution, they will continue to move the president. If he's not calling meetings, if he's called meeting and people are not, that means they don't want, because they did it to Emmanuel Tay. May his soul rest in peace. I think Papa Emmanuel Tay died 2007, 2008. So may his soul rest in peace. He was the first president was Victor Glepe. They moved two people there. The people moved two. Victor Glepe, my own cousin. I've done this guy older brother. They moved him man. Give us say brother-in-law. They say, "Lo, you can't." They move the man, the old people there, they move the man. So that's it, my man. Flo know the history of Grand Gedeans Association. You live there briefly, so other people can operate. The people there, when they put them one, they put them, they get confident. They put you. So Gibson, Jeru, or Mr. Augustus, Williams, Christie, what you're looking for? You don't kind of look at the thing and be listening.
But Prince, I was just asking him. I was asking Mr. Balu, is he from Minnesota? Because
he lived there briefly.
I don't know why is he so focused on Minnesota instead of South Dakota. That's why I was asking him.
South Dakota is quiet. No laws in South Dakota. The mayor of Grand Gedeans, he has the right to. But Mr. Balu, the same thing what happened, Mr. Balu. No, but 1 minute, Mr. Balu. The same thing that happened in Minnesota happened in Texas 2 weeks ago. They moved the president. They got an interim leaders there now.
I heard about Texas, but I think this Texas situation is a little bit different from Minnesota because the leader, the president of Texas was in a meeting, and I think the president himself gave the go ahead for some reason, to have an interim leader to take the people to convention. Maybe because that person is not ready, to continue with the leadership.
I brought a guy on the show. The guy said the way they're moving, he like it, but you're not going to stop the progress. You're not going to stop anything. They can go ahead. He was turned over to the town. They're ready to call him, but he didn't like the way you were removed.
Okay, Mr. Dover.
He's not going to fight anything. They call the guy standing.
Prince, let me give a breaking news.
Yeah, what breaking news?
Let me give a breaking news. There is nothing in the Constitution of Minnesota chapter that calls for $120 due. Nothing. I challenge Mr. Floyd George to come to Print Double show and tell us what part of the Constitution that said that he should charge members $120. I defy him, I challenge him, and Print Double, I'm going to send a Constitution to you right now. I just got it from my old computer.
Are you wrote Minnesota chapter president? Are you wrote Minnesota Constitution?
No, I'm putting that. I said the Constitution of Minnesota. I challenge Floyd George.
Even
now, anybody that support Floyd George to come on the show and say the Constitution has $120 for meeting due. I say I challenge any of them.
I don't think he's going by the Constitution. I think he's just charging people
because Augustus. Let's first establish, because he has been telling people that the Constitution of Minnesota says members pay $120 for dues.
How do you know that, Mr. Jerry? How do you know that?
Gibson,
I can send it to you right now. I challenge anybody who supports Mr. Floyd to come and show in the Minnesota Constitution where they have $120 for members to pay due. It is Mr. Floyd's own thing. He was doing it to profiteer out of the people. Nothing in the Constitution that says anybody should pay $120 for meeting due. I defy anybody from Minnesota to come and prove me wrong.
But Mr. Jeru, if Mr. Floyd can come on the show and has no problem with what happened in Minnesota, why are other people just having problems? People have different intentions. They have some plans uncovered that they wanted to execute, and because of this now, everything went sideways. They cannot execute that plan. So that why hurting them, and they want to come here and be plans. But the man has no problem with it. Why are they talking? Why outside law talking? He has no problem. He didn't complain. He didn't say, I'll go protest. He said nothing like that.
Can I respond to Mr. Christie's question?
Who want to respond?
It's Balu.
Mr. Balu, I have a problem with you because you in South Dakota. Why is it that you just melting in Minnesota issue?
Okay, so when I came on, I said my concern is not about Minnesota. My concern is about Grand Gedeans Association in America and the precedent that we're going to set. Because when you set a wrong precedent, it's going to multiply. It's going to go around. We have a lot of chapters, and everybody are listening. There are other leaders who are watching. You know, if you can do this in Minnesota, it means it can happen in any other chapter. And my concern is not about your disagreement. I'm only looking at the procedure and the outcome of your activity. That's what I'm looking at, because that's what other people are going to emulate tomorrow.
So which of the procedures were wrong? Which of the procedures were wrong?
The way you went about setting up your interim leadership.
Who elect the leadership?
I heard Mr. Jeru here, and you know, raising concern about the $120 not being in.
No, but Mr. Balu, who elect the leadership?
All the time I have followed Mr. Jeru never raised a question of whether the process you guys, the way in which you guys, you know, install your interim leadership was constitutional. Mr. Jeru has not raised that concern here. So if you can maybe.
But Mr. Balu,
let me ask Mr. Balu. Mr. Balu,
who elect the leadership?
When they removed Mr. Washington in 1997 to 1998, was it wrong?
My brother, you're talking about 1997, 1998.
That's the poor precedent. You don't know. The Supreme Court now. What the Supreme Court arguing right now in Labrador? What they doing? And they going for precedent. They're looking at the precedent. What they did before.
But Mr. Balu, what I want to know, who elect the leadership? Isn't that the people?
Yeah, the same people say.
And the same people came out and said, we don't want you. What's the problem there?
Mr. George was not functioning correctly. You know, he was not proceeding the right way, so they had to remove him. For 7 years, the man overstayed his tenure.
George?
Yeah.
Gentlemen, I will be leaving. I'll be leaving you shortly. But I'll print double. I will send the Minnesota Constitution to you.
Is that your brother?
I will send the Minnesota Constitution to you.
I want
to stay here in this public manner.
His brother. Put me on hold.
I want to say in this public manner.
Mm-hmm.
Who's speaking? Somebody speaking?
You speaking.
I want to say in this public manner that Mr. George had no constitutional basis to charge members $120. There is nowhere in the Minnesota Constitution that charged members meeting dues for $120. There is no money attached to meeting dues in the Minnesota chapter Constitution. The only thing that have dues attached to it is death. When somebody die, when they are members, when they are not members, their father, their mother, their brother themselves, that the only thing that have money attached to it. And because of the record, I'm going to read that portion for everybody to know. So when Floyd Judge is telling you that our Constitution says we should pay $120, tell them, Brother Jerry say, your Constitution does not have any meeting due attached to meeting. They only talk about dues for people who die, and I'm going to read that right now so that everybody can see what we are talking about. Because we have to stop this bastardization of constitutional issues. We have to stop people from profiteering on other people. So, my man, Thomas Balu, you got no point to argue. So let me finish speaking, then you can talk your own. Yeah? Because I see why you're arguing. You're not arguing on a constitutional basis. You're only arguing on feelings and impulse. So let me finish. Then you can talk about your own or what you want to call it, yeah?
Can you quote that constitutional basis by which those guys were able to install their leadership, Mr. Jeru?
Yes, it's here. I can quote it. I can quote it. Why they form an interim body. I can quote it. The ineptitude of their president to hold meetings to navigate the organization can cause the organization to decide the fate of their organization. And
those guys have been having meetings.
Tell me, Balu, is Samuel Balu your brother?
No, he's not.
You're not related to him?
No. Why are you asking?
I just want to know.
The book can ask you about your brother.
The answer your question, ask you why are you asking?
No, but
story related to
Mr. Tony and Mr. George, Floyd, they are related, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they are gobble. They are guys. They are gobble guys. Yeah.
We were concerned about the organization and the way it is proceeding.
Are you related to Samuel Badu?
We waiting for Mr. Jerry to quote that constitutional provision that says any group of person or any group of people who are dissatisfied with the leadership can just wake up and install.
It's not a group of people.
But man, I'm not answering to that question. I'm not answering to that thing. That thing talking. I'm answering to it. That's not how it's going to be. Now I said the man acting on impulse. Let me read a portion. Let me read a portion that I talk about. How they call it? The only portion that have money attached to it in the Minnesota Constitution. As chapter, article. My man, Tomo, wait. When I finish, you can
the money aspect led to Brother George being in this mess with his people. Don't forget that.
Article 6. Article 6.
That money, when George will come to reduce that money to like $50.
Article 6.
We're not going to have the problem. Let's be real for ourselves.
I agree with that, Prince.
Article 6. Article 6. Article 6, section 13, section. Wait, let me go. Let me make sure.
And then in Liberia, one Kofa was never going to show
Article 6, section 6.
So now Kofa was going to be the speaker.
Bring the what? Let me read it for everybody. Article 6, section 6, Welfare Committee. The Welfare Committee shall be headed by a chairperson, who shall receive all requests for assistance from members and make recommendations to the president. Handle all requests in the event of bereavement as follows. 1. Register active deceased dues paying member, 1,000. 2. Deceased parent, spouse, or child of the registered active due paying member, 500. 3. Register inactive member and unregistered deceased Gedean, $150. All other deceased members, sisters, chapters. That means any other Minnesota, any other chapter, $150 as required by the national administration. So this is the only money that is mentioned in the Minnesota chapter for people to pay. There's nowhere in the Minnesota chapter where members will be charged membership due.
So where President Floyd will always calling meeting the citizen of Grand Gedeans, was always calling the citizen of Grand Gedeans to meeting, but people weren't going to meeting. Money are poor.
My man, I don't believe money are poor.
So why they were not going to meeting?
Well, first of all, if you are a leader and you call a meeting, the people not coming at the meeting. They don't want you.
Why they were not?
Why were they not going to the meeting? That's the question.
But what is the proof of the meeting? What is the proof of the call meeting? Should she show text message? Let her put a text message there that with the text message around, invite people to the meeting. Let her put it on there so you can believe her.
Don't conclude because you don't have the evidence.
No, I'm not concluding. I'm saying, you don't listen. Listen. I said, if Monia said the mayor have been calling meeting, it means she got multiple text messages in her phone where they may call meeting and the people didn't come.
All right, Gibson Jeru, March. Listen now, Thomas Balu.
March yesterday.
March 7 at 8:37 a.m. From floor to all staff and members.
What year?
2025, Minnesota chapter.
I mean, yesterday, and the one
Samuel Badu, the secretary of the brother of Thomas Badu.
Now we see why. Thomas Badu.
This message meet you well. We are hereby invited.
Amen. A strong Gedeans supporter.
You are hereby invited to our chapter meeting via teleconference this weekend, and then on Sunday, March 9th at 4 p.m. teleconference number blah blah blah, and an opening prayer by Jabba, a call to order by the vice president, upcoming GGA national election and registration president by the president closing automatic closing prayer. Please forward this message to other members and friends in your contacts. That was signed by Samuel Balu, General Secretary, in Minnesota chapter, approved by Floyd George, President. Then or acknowledged from 41405 number, and then some 763 say copy, and then or the 4 somebody say they put it. Then on the 12th.
But that was the meeting that was held to charge the people $120.
Then on the 12th again. On the 12th, he sent another text out from Samuel Badu, and after a careful deliberations, it was determined that every member paid. So this meeting, this information from Floyd George, who phone calling, let me put it up, man, please. It's interfering. I think this message is to start all staff members, Grand Grade Samuel Baru, Secretary General CC Floyd George. He said, after a careful deliberations, it was determined that every member pay $120 for registration. The administration being considerate instead of collecting 2 years due, have decided to collect 1 year due. They are going to collect $240 for the people. They're going to move the seat. This amount is fair and will cover 2 years financial obligation. GGA Minnesota. Please forward this message to the Samuel Badu, this guy who on the phone, little brother, and Floyd George approved.
Breaking news. Breaking news. Breaking news. Breaking news. Breaking news.
Yeah.
Breaking news. Section article 8, section 1.1 section 11. I want you to listen carefully, and anybody in Minnesota can argue this article as a legal basis. Mr. Floyd was lucky that they did not expel him or suspend him from the organization. It says, in order to suspend or expel a member of the chapter, 25 signatories of full membership category must be collected to compel the expulsion. So can you see, even if they wanted to expel him, if they wanted to suspend him, they could have done it because they have more than 25 signatories. Because they only need 25 to suspend him or to expel him. And that 25 can compel the board to impeach you if you did something that is impeachable. So the Constitution has been violated. But let me give one more step. Why can this happen? Let me tell you one more thing. Why can this happen? What will happen if the president refuses to attend meeting, to call meeting, absenteeism by any elected official from 3 consecutive regular meetings shall constitute an impeachable offense. In other words, if you are absent from the meetings, if you don't attend meetings, and Mr. Floyd George has not called meetings for people to not return, and if the people you call meetings and the people did not come, you need to ask yourself a question. For those of us who are teachers, if you give a test to 10 students and 7 fail, you need to get that test back.
Oh yeah, you fail. That's why it's clear. You the teacher, you fail.
What? If you get test to 10 and 3 fail, you have to give that test back without any hesitation, because you're not supposed to have that amount of people failing in your class. So these are the problems that in and I have one more breaking news. Amen. Let me keep the one. When Floyd George come on, I will come on. Because I'm gone. I will keep it. I will keep it.
Well,
my man,
the proxy for the Secretary General of Minnesota defund administration is on the board, so let's listen to him.
Who?
Samuel, he's the proxy for the defund secretary.
Everything you just read, everything that Mr. Jerry just read did not still answer the question whether forming an interim leadership was legal. But what you just read only point to, suspending a memo. So if even they follow the route of the Constitution, will say, okay, they are right. Suspending a memo is different from forming an interim leadership, Mr. Jeru. Let us be clear. You are a legal person. We should not mislead the people, the listeners. Suspending somebody is what you read is completely different from the process, from whatever process, the procedure they follow, and what they have achieved.
Mr. Balu, I told you I keep him my gun. Mr. Balu.
You can install an interim leadership by yourself.
Mr. Balu. Mr. Balu.
It's not right. It's not right.
Mr. Balu, the establishment, I'll keep him my gun, but the establishment of an interim administration lies completely with the people. It lies completely with the people.
Because it's not in the Constitution, at my point.
The Constitution says, the Minnesota Constitution says, the supremacy law, the Constitution says, the people shall have the final say in any matter concerning this chapter. The Constitution, that's why it says, the people shall have the final say in any matter concerning this chapter.
Until you can read it.
Oh, I read the thing. Say what? I said I read the thing.
We article that.
Amen. Let me read it. Let me go back there to the article. Let me read that. Let me read that particular. You say what?
So, Badu, I want to ask you. So, when the president are calling meeting and they're going to have meeting, and
no, they won't keep the president,
and they try to get to him, and they're not getting to him, and they body go and meet, and they move the man, they can't do it.
For 5 years, if the man did not function for
no, and I say let's take George. Let leave George. Let leave George out. Let leave George out. Something can make something to trigger something. I want to get told you. When they're not coming to remove Kofa illegally. When Kofa were not coming to say, yeah, that audit made the people to get there to work to say they're moving Kofa. Something
yeah, because all of them they are rogues.
A floor were coming to stir the people to pay $30, like our ancestor from Iowa. The private state president calling for election. Something trickled something. I hope you understand that.
Look, I understand, Mr. Prince. Like for example, most of the people I spoke with in Minnesota, I told them that I totally agree.
Did you talk to Bobby Kemp? Or you only talked to Mr. Samuel Badu Kemp?
I spoke to people in Bobby Kemp. Yeah, I spoke to
who did you talk to in Bobby Kemp?
No, I'm not going to call name here,
but did you talk to Gibson Jeru? Because Gibson from Bobby Kemp.
No, I try calling Mr. Jeru attention.
Oh, I'm being here. You're not calling me.
So I couldn't call you. I tried calling you, friend, but I think you were busy. But my point is that I'm concerned about. I'm still going to say it. Anything that is not done right is not good at all. You know, the precedent is bad. And Mr. Prince, you are Mr. Double, you are a journalist. I don't want to see you defending one side or defending something.
If I were defending one side, we're not going to call the guy who they removed in Texas. I was not going to call Floyd here to come and explain to me. Floyd, we're not going to give me. I was not going to read the letter Floyd sent to me.
So let me say this one more time.
Communication that Floyd sent out.
Let me say this.
Who is the president in Minnesota who not there? Once the chapter is moving, I don't care. I'm not live there. Even when I live there, I don't care who's president there. We have one of
Mr. Balu.
Exactly.
Mr. Balu, you hearing me?
You are reading precedent that happened in the past.
Mr. Balu.
Still look at this right now. It's going to be used as a precedent by other chapters.
But it's already being used as a precedent, Mr. Balu.
It's being used by other chapters. It's being used by it happened in Texas. The second time it happened in Texas. Why they're not going? They're not degenerate.
Mr. Balu.
They move Johnson door.
I said the example in Texas.
Mr. Balu.
I said they move Johnson door. I said listen, now they move Johnson door. Then they get removed and Steve Nene. Where they go for it?
Mr. Balu.
Mr. Balu, are you listening to me? In fact, they just focusing on Minnesota. They're not even talking about Texas.
It was Texas. The guy is green.
The thing is, Prince, Bring the constitution, we want to make it clear
Did
here.
Did you talk to Nene? Did you talk to Nene? I brought Nene on the show, on a particular show.
Well, how many people you talk to now? I want to get more camp you talk to.
I talked to Nene here on the show. I called Nene phone on the show, and Nene said the process was not fair to him. But he's not going to start no problem. He's not going to cause no problem. He's going to just give the people the thing, and he's going to move. But the way they did it, he didn't like it. He didn't, brother. Okay.
So let me ask a question, Mr. Double. Do you think doing so is okay or is not okay?
If I don't call the people to tell them and bring the information out, you'll not get it. My thing is not where is Google. They not do the. I live in my state. My president, we put her there. The 2 years finished. We went by and said, "My president, please stay there until we can come to one conclusion and then move." So we gave our president authority to stay there.
Yeah, who did that?
Prince, to buttress your point. To buttress your point.
The people did that.
The people gave her the authority.
Yeah.
Prince, to buttress your point. Now we are discussing like Mr. Balu, you're talking. Mr. Balu, somebody talking. The Prince, to buttress your point. Now we are discussing constitution now. So what we got to do is to first of all educate our people what the Constitution say about how long he stayed. And under Article 15, Article 16, tenure of elected officers, Section 1. It said all elected officers except for members of the board shall serve a 2-year term and may seek a second term, after which they shall not qualify to seek another term for its same position held. So, in other words, the man stayed for 7 years. He had already violated the Constitution. He does not enjoy the privileges of the Constitution if you already violated the Constitution. If you are within the confines of the Constitution, you enjoy the privileges of the Constitution. You can't be violating the Constitution, then you want to benefit from the Constitution. You can't have it that way. So he does not benefit. He does not have the right to benefit any privileges of the Constitution because he is a violator of the Constitution. So I want to say that to Mr. Balu. So the issue of interim body, it lies with the people. When you violate the Constitution, the people can say, my man, their Constitution, you are supposed to respect it. You the one swore to respect and protect the Constitution. But you yourself tearing the Constitution apart. You are violating the Constitution. We don't want you there. We put an interim body to proceed until we can find an electoral time to have election. You cannot come back and say, no, I'm supposed to benefit from the terms of the Constitution. You can't do it. It's illegal against me. But you are the first to violate the Constitution. You can be violating the Constitution and want to benefit from the Constitution. It can be. So I'd like to end here. Let Mr. Balu go ahead and speak to, he said, somebody said the people not left Minnesota didn't want talking.
That's my in-law. I live in Minnesota. I will not live in Minnesota. I live in yes.
But man, the people, I'm not responding to the people. I own Mr. George's attitude. The interim body is right, is legal. Is legal. The people have the right. They are the last decision maker. They make the final decision of what happened in their constitution, their chapter. And so they did that. Okay? So I see no reason why people should cry. The man violated the Constitution. He cannot benefit from the powers of the Constitution. You are a violator of the Constitution. In fact, you have committed a crime by violating the Constitution. You can't come back and ask people to benefit for them to get the benefit of the Constitution. You can't have it two ways. So I want to say thank you, Barry.
The people have the final say.
I will leave you a Thomas Balu. Say a brother was the one that sent that message around. We know where he's coming from.
So he's defending his brother now. Yeah.
Thomas, but you know the thing that made me surprised about Paul and Thomas then, they just wake up because of one single incident. They say Grand Jeddah will be destroyed. How do you make a decision like that? How do you make a decision like that? Because of one incident, they want to remove Fred Grand Association. They not destroy, but to remove Floyd George that want to destroy the whole Grand Association. Man, your movement. You're just let a third team for people to say when they respond to you, so they can say they respond to your hashtag. You need to be able to take time how you're speaking in the public, how you're right. Because I know the English is hard for all of us.
Mr. Jero, that's not true. I've never come on this platform.
But yeah, you're right here. You said it. You said you said
that's why can
with destroy the Grand Association. That's what you said. And I asked you a question. How is it going to destroy Grand Union? You don't want to read it, and I responded to the text. You read it right here. All the things you forget.
Yeah, I said the precedent. I said consistently here.
So one incident in Grand Union Association chapter will destroy the whole Grand Union Association. Especially when we have more than two
presidents. Somebody who overstay his power.
But we still have more than two presidents.
If you think the man overstayed his power for 5 years, what were you doing?
But now the people wake up. The people got to have special time to come. The people got to get special time. They got to get special time when it's over, man.
Within that time, he was violating. The people were telling him, "My man, you need to have meeting and put an interim body in place," and he refused.
There was no activity going on in Minnesota. Is that what you
No activity. Minnesota was dead.
Prince, look at Archie Mao say, I don't want to destroy Grand Union. I don't want to destroy the union. But let's schedule a debate between me and Archie Mao. Why he can't come on? I'm begging him. I will pay for the time. Let him come here and tell me what makes him think that the team is on is better than the team I'm on. Let's compare notes. But you always say and throw rag here and there. I'm not going to be following those rag.
But Gibson, because they say you give man.
Oh, I give man.
Yeah.
Is it bring up Palam like you yet? He didn't want to talk.
You see that man like we are give man.
Mao Ni is a Guinea. Mao Ni is a Guinea. Where you get that from?
You know what Gedeans dance in Georgia that song? Then the man was singing the Gio song. The other guy, I think I didn't agree. I said, God, I told you that guy was a Gio guy.
Oh my God, these guys are really.
They play with each other a lot.
These guys are really funny. Archie Mao. I think nobody Archie Mao. That Mao Ni is a Guinea. Where you got it from? Where you got a Guinea from?
I mean Mao from Chien District.
I mean Mao like Guinea.
So you want to see the doctor the man came from?
Yeah, the man like your man.
Before he to tell me that Mao Ni is not Guinea.
The man like your man.
I said, Gibson, start trying hard. So start trying hard. You will not come here. Please.
Man, text me your number, man. Text me your number. Let me call you.
Come on, no.
Start trying. You're not going to come.
Hold on. Aji Mao, that same Mao, the listen Mao song.
That same Mao cousin here.
The man say I'm far from Gio, but the man asked you. The man asked you.
I thought one Aji Mao in.
That what the man asking you is Giglo. Is that Mr. Williams from Giglo?
Look at that.
Yeah. Aji Mao, that's my student.
There you go. The time I was speaking Gio in your class, you remember?
No, Aji Mao, I boy, I know it,
man.
Okay, guys, thank you very much, man. Bye-bye.
Mr. Romeo, where you came for here tonight?
I came to live like
I mean, you're not going to tell the
so
people.
Listen, since I'm on here.
Look, Mr. Romeo, before you come on, the thing that triggered me to come on the show tonight was the message the campaign chairman of Amunia, I don't know, Amunia or
Amunia. Sam Mao's son.
Yeah. the message Uriah was given tonight, it got me scared. That's why I came on. But later on, when I analyzed his message, I believe that he was just using, a defeat Titus to stop people not to come, because he knows already he has been defeated. That's how people who feel defeated, that's how they talk. And nobody going to listen to that thing. Gideon will not be disenfranchised. People will come on to vote.
That foul smell from your body.
Because there's nothing Minnesota chapter would do that would derail the peace process during our election. And no Grenadier going to carry police down there to harass our people or to beat our people. Unless when you cause anything that's criminal, then police will come in, because we can't handle it ourselves. So, Mr. Uriah Soon, you my own little brother. I know you very well. We came a long way. Stop proceeding that way as a chairman. Stop giving false messages to the Gedeans in America. Because if you do that, it will haunt you tomorrow. Any position you want to go in tomorrow, people say, no, that guy will spoil our campaign. You're trying to spoil the Labour campaign. Speak the real message that will bring people to vote. If you talk to your people when they come to vote, well, when he wins, that's it. That Grand Judah win. Anybody who wins this election, that Grand Judah County wins. It is not time for us to put fear in our people. It is not time to disenfranchise our people. Because what you're doing, it will make the people not to come to exercise, their right as Grand Judah to vote. As a result, they will blame you, brother. I love you so much, man. I know you. You guys, we are your big brothers, and I know you respect me, and myself, I respect you a lot. That message, I want you to go and detract it. Go back on any show and say, well, the message I gave, maybe I gave it out of anger or something happened. But that message does not resonate anything in our community. It is there to create chaos. That message, it is there to create anarchy. Put fear in the people. So, brother, I'm speaking as Cisco Williams, and I'm speaking at the voice of Putu. The voice of Putu to re-elect Edith Poa. But not because of Edith I'm speaking. I'm speaking because of Gedeans. So, brother, go and detract that message, and let's move forward. Let's go down at the vote. There will be no confusion. Floyd Joy and his people, they settle it. Minnesota chapter is an autonomous by itself. The national administration had no fish to fry in their business. We can only, if they call us, we can go there to find out things and send people there on a fact-finding mission to know what happened. But we cannot make decisions. We cannot make decisions for Minnesota chapter. The administration, the national administration had nothing to do to make any decision. Even the national board cannot just get and make decisions if they not receive any complaint. So, brother, it's too ugly on your part tonight. That message is not good. Please erase that message. Go back and tell the Grenadians that I said this thing because of Susan, so somebody made me vex. We will understand you. Thank you, Prince.
Before I came back for a reason. I'm sorry. I came back for a reason. Yeah. I said something to you that the power of the general body. I sent it to you. I don't know if you can put it on the screen, but whether you put it on the screen or not, let me read it for the people. The power that the membership has to do what they want to do. Authority of full membership. The full membership of the Minnesota chapter shall be the supreme organ of the chapter to exercise such supremacy. 3/4 of the entire membership category shall exercise the authority to 1, dissolve the chapter for cause. The members are so powerful that they can dissolve the chapter if they want to. 2, withdraw the chapter from National Association for cause. Remove the entire board from office for cause. Expel or suspend any member from membership for cause. Reverse any decision of the executive or the board. Can you imagine? Reverse any decision of the executive and the board. The people have the power. The Minnesota chapter membership, it has such a strong and supreme power to do anything that they want to do. To even dissolve the chapter, they can do it. If they meet and decide and say, we are dissolving the chapter, they can dissolve the chapter. If they say we are removing ourselves from the national administration, they are doing it. If they say we are expelling you, we are expelling you. If they say any decision that was taken by the executive, like in the case of Floyd George, making decision for $120.
That's what made that tournament.
Yeah.
Those ones are not our problem, Mr. Gero. Let us leave it because.
But then why a problem now? They didn't get problem.
Oh, they got still, yeah.
I see you guys.
They got still, yeah.
The man, yeah. Why you mean the man stay here?
Oh, I thought he's gone, my man.
The man stay here. The man gotta respond to everything. He has to respond to everything.
Remember now, a gentleman.
The guy is proxying for a brother. You know that?
Augustus and Crispy. The man, they blow the sin. It hit the man brother too now.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that way he came in defense now. He came in defense. Ready?
Yeah, I got it. I got it.
So there are a lot of issues that needed to be addressed in that full chapter.
But you're not in a chapter, so you can't address the issue.
I don't know what kind of issue that guy was. He didn't even get one constitution in your hand to put anything tonight, but just to talk at randomly.
Uriah say they more withdraw from the whole process. That's what he's saying.
No, I think Brother Uriah is really alarmed, just that I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's calling for chaos. But take for example, friends. If you have 2 lists coming from Minnesota, the current leadership already sent in their list. Already paid to them.
When?
By the national administration already.
How you know that?
How you know that?
I know. If I'm not informed, I will not be here.
But can you share the email with me? Where it came from the secretary and Samuel Bible.
If you can share the list, all those that paid $120 or $100 whatsoever.
So they will do what they will do. They will compile the list. They will take Minnesota list, Georgia list, Barbie list, put it together, and then the people go vote. Are they not Gedeans? I think they did it too in South Dakota. They did it in Iowa. They did it in Iowa.
What I believe is that is the leadership that's supposed to send in list of bona fide members.
So when it happened in Iowa, and they at that time it was Augustine Menge time, and the president there was not complying because he was a Augustine Menge member, and Augustine was angry and he wanted not the Minnesota election to cancel. So she was not complying. So they told I think 2 people over there to put the list together and send it. So they had 2 groups. One for I think 3 groups for the candidates that were running the party list. They sent a list. They send a list to the administration. They look at it and they compile the list, and the people can vote. And they are granted. There are people who they know.
But mind you, when did Floyd send in a list?
As long as the national administration can compromise on that, then there will not be any issue. I think that's where Uriah is coming from.
It's not a national administration, it's the election commissioner.
One list will be satisfied and another list will be rejected, and there will be a problem.
No list will be set. No list. The thing I explained to you, I say the list was rejected.
No, I'm saying if that is a compromise, then
the floor will bring a list. The people on floor list. All you need to do pay the money. They are Gedeans. But on the list, they are Gedeans. You pay the money. They put the list together. They go and vote. They're not going to infringe on the people right.
They're going to check the
They
list
only
to
list,
verify
they
the
only
names.
names that are not going to vote unless they send a list and they need to send the money.
They are going to verify the names too, so we can't get duplication.
They're not going to infringe on the people right because the leadership they're having problem. No.
Yeah, if the money does not accompany the list, you're not voting.
Our president that time the girl refused to send list, and when she refused to send list, what the people did? The people that were there, they said the woman was trying to register and she refusing to send list, so to take our money and register. They call the national. The national say, okay, 2 people from each camp take names and send the names, and then compile the list and send it to the election commission, and they send the list.
Yep.
And the people want to vote. So because somebody there saying they will not register people, so the people must sit down there and they don't go vote. So you think it will be fair to the people? No. The point got nothing to do with what's going on.
No. That's the potential problem that Mr. Uriah is looking at. So
no, but Uriah is saying that man, that gentleman will register 250 people. That's what the brother saying. And the man saying, Bobby saying, what are you for the EDO? You for this, you for Gilmore, come, we'll go register and go vote.
But is it Bobby is renting two.
Why you take 250 people from Minnesota to go there?
5 buses.
You know how much money you'll get an airline company?
Yeah, but the man is renting 5 buses.
Man, thank you, man. 250 people can come from. Maybe you are registered to be a member and have my ID or have my this.
Verify them, friends. Who's going to verify them? Who's going to make sure that they
call Uriah? Who said it? Maybe you will verify them.
Uriah can verify it because Uriah went there.
I'm telling you, the people who will come from Minnesota will not even be 100 before you talk about 200. They'll not even be 50. What are you talking about?
Minnesota
yeah, but 20 people from Minnesota,
get 20 people out of Minnesota, you better 10 go. 50 people come from Minnesota and Kanye our state. Now what money will make it? What do you have Kanye and more than you? You know what I mean? For Minnesota alone send 250. So how many people PA will send? How many people Iowa will send?
No, PA renting 3 buses.
You want our city to be locked down, so we are saying we're not get food to eat.
It's not happen like in Texas. No food, my man.
The man said the people then what?
No, we read it, man. That digress a little bit. We read it for you.
You know what Uriah said again? He said that people get 5 buses, and each of those buses taking 100 people. What kind of bus take 100 human beings? I think they paid out of points when you.
But Prince, if they have 5 buses and each taking 100 person, then why they renting? Why they renting 5? Because if they do rent like 2 buses,
it made you
3.
It made a man afraid. He said, "What? Talk it." 100 people in one fire, they coming out 500 people. And they come in here. Like what we come and sit down and come wait out. Hey man, say when we die, man say we rejoice.
The man used the word pool.
Yeah, he said we are pulling out.
He said we are pulling out.
I said, damn, they might begin to scared to know. What? You're pulling out?
I said, the man made but we put voting he thought about he will pull out. Why you pulling out?
The man running away, my man. Man, evading.
Oh man, you right, baby. The man said 5 buses. And each of those buses taking 100 people. So they're going to be part of a bus or a sardine bus. Well, even the Greyhound bus don't take that much human beings.
100?
And Bobby bringing 5 or 8. You're
talking about 56 person or 60 or 70 person.
And the man bringing 5 of those buses to Kentucky. Where do those people stay?
But a waste of money if you're bringing 5. That waste of money. You only got 250 people. Why are you bringing 5 buses?
No, maybe they'll add draw floor on the list.
Oh, okay.
To make them maybe they will stop to Iowa, pick up people from Iowa, come to Illinois, pick up some people from Illinois, come to Tennessee before they reach here. Because how you coming from Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, Tennessee, Indiana, then you're here.
That's a long way. Anyway, you guys should relax, man. We're coming. You're coming
That's
here
what
for
we
the
are prepared
convention.
for
We are
them.
here. We're waiting for you.
And then he said, Bobby said they were taught tired. He said they were taught tired. He get Ome Wurukara on a wing. And he get the boo and executive on it. Bobby a powerful man. He just go there again into anything. He get got it, then he get a board chairman on his wing. Wurukara is on the main wing. And either part on the main wing. So the man said we were taught tired. you right, he's an actual guy too, man. He said, Bobby said you just kill cow. You get money now, so you okay one cow. We eat a cow, then we just say, okay, my man, you forget that thing. 2 years now, you can come back 2 years.
That the cow will see you then. That the cow will see that mouth.
Yeah, the message, okay, cow, I'm bleeding out.
Okay.
All right, baby, what do you believe? My woman is go. To Bobby, he get cow money and bringing 250 people. I let you know you right to that. Say what you right. Yeah,
exactly. So that 250 people made Ryan scared and went Facebook Live?
Yeah. He said a conversation here, Bobby had.
But Bobby said nothing like that transpired between them.
Bobby said he and I man never had conversation.
Yeah.
But I know Bobby and I man talk. And I right beginner. So he call it Brabi now.
Bobby voted in here.
He put in fear in your Brabi. Get it, man, yeah? It may have 250 buses. 250 people, I mean.
So for Bobby Tolly to tell me that the election commissioner gave me an extension to register people in Minnesota, and he's telling me he has registered close to 250 people, that just raised a red flag.
In that Goku talking that thing too.
Then put that Goku and he drill a shot. Bobby told him that I got 200. You know what people Bobby told me talking about here. Go for it. If you put in your own cousin, tell me I gotta go live. He said for Bobby told to tell me that the election commission gave him extension.
So for Bobby Tolly to tell me that the election commissioner gave me an extension to register people in Minnesota, and he's telling me he has registered close to 250 people, that just raised a red flag.
What?
For fraud.
Huh? Then what are
corruption of this?
I did not grant you people what they register. Then what make it fraud?
Yeah. I did not grant you then.
Election.
But let's suppose now, Prince, if Bobby registered 250 people from one person camp, I did not grant you then.
Yeah.
If they verify then they are Grandinia, they did not pay that money. They pay that money, so are they not eligible to vote? They are. So where's the problem?
The guy say that just show fraud.
Yeah. So
knowing
I don't see no
Bobby Tolly is one of the strong supporters, one of those who have endorsed Madam Edith for re-election. He strongly spoke against. In fact, not spoke, but diminished, denigrate our candidate on live videos on Prince Double.
Prince, you know what he making Uriah a frag, eh? No. Because you know in Iowa, Bobby said it is more win. Some kind of way it is more win. Now I'm making I'm making a friend. Because at that time, Bobby was speaking as a citizen. Normal, yes. but now he's the president now. Yes. By the time in Iowa, the man was just, you're not the president. He said Edith must win. He said some kind of way Edith must win. You know, so And people from the Gedeans camp was there when we were doing that argument. So maybe they took it back now and then Iraq came on live now because of that. He said, you know, the 250.
He had a live show and denigrated Kennedy.
Yeah.
He talked down on the Kennedy. He said, Bobby told it. So Bobby told me that he got a report.
Yeah, man. Bring my battery down. I gotta go.
All right, man. Y'all take it easy, man.
Thanks for the show, man.
All right. So, people, we'll talk later. Have a good night. Have a good night. Bye. So, Bobby, let me play before I go. Name my brother. Go there, Bobby, go voting. My brother, love me, Bobby, go voting.
So for Bobby Toley to tell me that the election commissioner gave me an extension to register people in Minnesota, and he's telling me he has registered close to 250 people, that just raised a red flag for fraud, corruption of this election. Knowing Bobby Toley is one of the strong supporters, one of those who have endorsed Madam Edith for re-election. He strongly spoke against, in fact, not spoke, but diminished, denigrate our candidate on live videos, on Prince Double. So for Bobby Toley to tell me that the election commissioner gave me an extension to...
So good night, people.